Head coach Chuck McGinnis brings his Cardinals back to the state finals for the first time since 2001. His quarterback is John Leverson, and he's thrown for over 1,200 yards and 13 TDs. Marty Wortman of Elkhorn feels he has a talented stable of athletes, including big lineman Trevor Robinson with 61 solo tackles. We'll crown the Class B champions next. NET Sports, Nebraska's home for sports, is live from Memorial Stadium in Lincoln, Nebraska for the 2006 Nebraska State High School Football Championships. And tonight in the Class B State Championship game, it's the Crete Cardinals taking on the unbeaten Elkhorn Antlers. And good evening, everyone. Along with Adrian Fiala, I'm Larry Putney. Great to have you with us here at Memorial Stadium as we crown our final state champion of the weekend, and it will come in Class B. A great battle between Crete and Elkhorn. Both of these teams on a roll, both coming off big semifinal wins.
You bet, Larry. And I tell you what, the Crete bunch in particular has played very, very well here of late. They've been to the finals 4 times. This is their 4th time to be here. They've won it once. They're looking to do that again tonight. They're led by Leverson, as you said a moment ago, Larry. Over 1,800 yards of total offense. He's a great dual threat. He will keep the Elkhorn defense on their toes. And speaking of defense, the Crete defense has played very, very well here of late. They like to swarm to the ball, blitz to the ball, gamble a lot, create risks, that kind of thing, and take the ball away. And sack also. Lucas Fram is their big defensive end. He has 11 sacks on the year. Most of those have come into playoffs. They limited McCook to just 7 points, Larry, in the playoffs. That caught everybody's attention. They'll have to play that well tonight to win this game.
And joining Adrian and I in the booth tonight is former Husker Chad Severs. And when you take a look at Elkhorn, there are really a couple of standouts, but they're playing well as of late as well.
I tell you what, that's exactly right, Larry. And the scary thing for Crete is they are hitting on all cylinders at this point in the season. And after last week's 35-0 shellacking of Beatrice's head football coach, Bob Sexton, called this Elkhorn football team the best high school football team he's seen in the state in the last couple of years. On offense, they're led by Travis Bailey, who's rushed for over 1,600 yards and 24 touchdowns. And on defense, they're led by 2 outstanding young linebackers in Aaron Susi and Trevor Gappa, who have over 380 tackles and 12 sacks on the season. So look for those 2 young men to come up and smack people in the mouth tonight.
Well, they just continue that great tradition. And when you talk about Elkhorn, you do talk tradition. John Bishop with more on that from the field.
Well, you know, Larry, Chad mentioned how the Elkhorn team's been compared to some of the best in recent memory. Elkhorn probably has a few of those recent teams. You know, from 1989 to 2001, both of these schools have spent a combined 9 championship games here. And in fact, this is going to be a rematch of the 1996 final won by Elkhorn. Ironically, the teams came into that game with the exact same record. We'll see if Crete can try to reverse the roles tonight 10 years later.
Oh, boy, I remember that game back in '96, and that was a cold one. I mean, we were talking ice and rain. That was absolutely a frigid battle between those 2 games. Between those 2 teams, Elkhorn and Crete. Well, Elkhorn comes in at 12-0, Crete 11-1. Both of these teams with fantastic quarterbacks, which they will rely upon to move their offense down the field, and then they rely on a very tough defense to shut down the opponent. Well, time now for the introductions. Let's head to the public address announcer, Rich Broderson.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Memorial Stadium and the 2006 Nebraska School Activity Association State Football Championships for tonight's Class B championship game between the Crete Cardinals and the Elkhorn Antlers. And now for the introduction of the players and the coaches. First, for the Crete Cardinals, number 10, Cody Walkenfuss. Number 11, Ethan Schunkweiler. Number 12, John Leverson. Number 18, Dylan Gamble. Number 20, Nathan Paulson. Number 21, Jeffrey Jerovic. Number 22, Nicholas Wren. Number 25, Cameron Duba. Number 33, Ryan Jacobson. Number 35, Jesh Wright. Number 40, Marcus Smith. Number 44, Trevor Florindo. Number 54, Alex Seifert. Number 69, Tyler Shaben. Number 70, Shane Renner. Number 73, Kyle Cockworth. Number 76, Lucas Frem. Number 77, Jeremy Small. Number 78, Luke Reeves. Number 86, Zachary Baker. Number 88, Micah Marvin. Number 90, Wesley Goranson. The head coach for Crete is Chuck McGinnis. And now the rest of the Crete High School players and coaches.
And the Cardinals take the field looking for their first state championship since 2000. And back just 6 short years ago, it was Chuck McGinnis who led the Crete Cardinals to that title game back in 2000. He also led them to a state championship game in 2001. They ended up losing that. So this is Chuck McGinnis' third state title game since 2000, and he's been at the helm of the Crete Cardinals since, well, for 8 years now.
8 years, and this is a team, you see, there's quite a bit of enthusiasm in this ball club, and they've played well towards the end of the year and really shocked McCook. 28-7 was the score there. They played extremely well on defense. They took the ball away 3 times.
And now for the introduction of the undefeated Elkhorn Antlers, let's go back to the public address announcer, Rich Broderson.
And now for the introduction of the players and the coaches for the Elkhorn Antlers. Number 2, Jared Brill. Number 3, Alex Palmquist. Number 5, Samuel Stanley. Number 7, Clancy Shannon. Number 20, Travis Bailey. Number 44, Kevin Thompson. Number 57, Aaron Susi. Number 58, Travis O'Kane. Number 60, Trevor Gappa. Number 65, Jordan Zuck. Number 69, Jake Holsworth. Number 72, Guy Bauermeister. Number 78, Trevor Robinson. And number 84, Brandon Frakes. The head coach for Elkhorn is Mark Wortman. And now the rest of the Elkhorn High School players and coaches.
And the Antlers playing in their 7th state championship game overall. They've made 20 appearances in the postseason playoffs. And for every one of those 7 titles, Mark Wortman has been the head coach. He's been at the helm of the Elkhorn Antlers for 27 years. So not only did he lead him to those 7 title games, also to 4 state championships, and they're looking for number 5 today. And a great contingent on hand. And once again, you know, this Class B game, Adrian, has given us some terrific endings to the state tournament the last few years.
Oh, indeed, Larry. We saw the Pius McCook game here a couple of years ago. I still think that might have been one of the best football games I've ever seen, high school, college, pro, or anywhere you park it. And it's been an exciting night for a lot of ball clubs. And Wortman did a great job there at Elkhorn.
Well, these two towns not far from each other. Let's take a look at the map, and you'll see that Elkhorn just outside of Omaha and Crete just south of Lincoln. So only about 65 miles separating these two schools, although they did not see each other during the regular season. They did have many common foes, Beatrice one of those, and you see Elkhorn rolled Beatrice in the semis 35-0. Beatrice beat Crete earlier in the season, and then a terrific win for Crete in the semis against McCook, and McCook was a perennial, well, they were perennial here in the state title game. McCook losing to Crete 28-7, and there was really no contest in that one as Crete went to McCook to win that game. Certainly an impressive victory that got a lot of people's attention, but so did that Elkhorn win over Beatrice.
You bet. And McCook had been here 4 years in a row, and Crete had taken the ball away 3 times against McCook, and they also took away that 5th straight appearance here in the finals. And Larry, of course, last year Omaha Skutt and McCook went at it again. McCook, just say McCook all the way through here, but just a terrific Class B games. Skutt won last year against McCook, and then Pius beat McCook. We saw McCook Roncalli and the McCook Ralston, and it's just been incredible.
Well, that Pius McCook game was unbelievable. And then last year, McCook, almost won in the last play of the game. What a terrific battle it's been here in this Class B championship. Tell you, we've been very fortunate here at Memorial Stadium this weekend. Terrific weather Thursday, Friday, and today, the final day of the state championships. And tonight, 36 degrees. Maybe feels like it's about 32. The wind, just a little breeze out of the north at about 5 miles an hour, in the fair skies. And John Bishop is the one down there among those elements, and he's down there with the umpire who will introduce us to these two teams.
Hey men, good luck tonight. This is a great moment for everybody. My officials for tonight, on the far right is Brian Groupie. I got Scott Mazur, Tito Martinez, and Jim Lang, and I'll be your referee, Tim Higgins. All right, if there's any question, just direct it toward us, all right? Elkhorn, you have won the toss. You've elected to receive, all right? And you're going to defend down here. You're going to go receive on the south end. You're going to go right here, Crete. You'll kick from this end. You guys got anything? Hey, good luck and have fun.
Elkhorn not messing around. They win the toss, and they say, we want the ball. So it should be a great start to the Class B state championship. We'll have it for you next on NET.
Some people tell me it's just a game, but it's more than that, at least to me. It's years of playing catch with my dad and friends in the backyard. It's a drawer full of jerseys, and a lifetime of loving the game.
The Nebraska Public Power District congratulates every player and coach who plays the game safely, with spirit, integrity, and pride. Nebraska Public Power District, always there when you need us. Together with your local public power utility.
Programming on NET television is provided in part by Education Quest Foundation. For over 20 years, Education Quest has provided free college planning resources to help students search colleges, search for scholarships, complete financial aid applications, and learn more about student loans. Education Quest is located in Kearney, Lincoln, and Omaha. Appointments available at 800-666-3721.
Next time on Nature, Yellowstone in winter, a breathtaking world in white. Enter a winter wilderness and experience the magic that is Christmas in Yellowstone.
Sunday night at 7 Central Time on NET1.
The 2006 Nebraska State High School Football Championships are being carried live over the internet. So if you have friends or family who don't have access to NET, have them log on to netnebraska.org. Click on sports. You can follow those prompts. The State High School Football Championships. NET is Nebraska's home for sports. Let's take a look at your officiating crew. It's a Grand Island Kearney crew. Tim Higgins is the crew chief. He's the referee. Tito Martinez, the umpire. Linesman Jim Langen. Scott Mazur is the line judge, and the back judge is Brian Groupie. There's a look at Crete head coach in his 8th year. Chuck McGinnis. Moments away from kick of the Class B state championship, and doing the kicking honors will be Ryan Jacobson for Crete. And back deep for the Antlers, Mullally and Martineau.
Here's another unusual. We've seen a lot of unusual kickoff routines here in the state finals, and kind of refreshing in a way.
It's just something different anyway.
Look at this.
Here they come. And Jacobson to kick, and he will kick it away. That'll be taken at the 10-yard line by Welty, and Welty stacked up as he crosses the 20. James Welty shut down. Let's take a look at that Antler offense that will be starting off this evening. Clancy Shannon is the quarterback, Thompson the fullback, and Bailey the very talented running back who's gone for over 1,500 yards. Stanley is the tight end, and Frankus and Palmquist is the split end. Offensive line: Holsworth, O'Kane, Gappa, Sock, and Robinson. So first down and 10 at the 21, and the give. Well, it'll be a keeper out along the left side. To Shannon will keep it himself, and he's shut down by that Crete defense after a gain of about 1. Out of the Cardinal defense. The defensive line: Jacobson, Kalkworth, Wright, Reeves, and Fromm is a difference maker at that end, the second fastest player on this Crete club. Backs and linebackers: Wren, Goranson, Leverson, Baker, Paulson, Seifert, and Smith are your linebackers. Second down, 9. And the pitch to Bailey. Bailey with a few yards around the right end. Shut down once again by a tough Crete defense.
Crete running a 5-man front, 3 linebackers. Stacked in there pretty tight that time. Even the secondary came up pretty tight on the play, as we'll see the toss sweep to the left side here. It's Bailey coming through, and nobody picks up. Number 44 is out leading the play that time, but failed to pick up that back there. That was Kevin Thompson.
Third down to 4. The give to the fullback up the middle, and it's a keeper. The keeper by Shannon. He pulled it out of the belly of Thompson. He kept it around the end, and a first down for Shannon. Nice fake by Shannon. Maybe I'm the only one who faked that.
I tell you what, that's great ball handling right here as he carries out that fake and plays over run right there. And then it's off to the races. And Chad, you see a player overrun, and we talked about it this morning in the morning game. You've got to get to the ball, but you got to break down and stay under control.
You got to break down, but when the quarterback's got that much room to run, it's awful tough to stop a guy like that in the open field, Adrian.
Now Thompson dropped back to throw over the middle and incomplete. Out to about, trying to get Palmquist out to about the 40. Earlier today, we talked with Coach Wortman about the strengths of his squad.
The strength of our team is kind of a ground-oriented running offense. We got some very good offensive linemen. We've got some tough backs. But at the same token, we have some good play action passes and some misdirection and a little bit of option. So we mix it up just enough to keep them off balance. But we're mainly a running team. And we have a very good defense. Our defense has given up not a lot of yards this year, and it's kind of maybe one of our strengths also is our defense.
Second down and 10. The give this time and right into the line, and a big stop by Crete.
Zach Baker.
Baker there to stop him, the linebacker for Crete.
8 people up front here. You can only account for so many people.
Tremendous job there by Baker getting off the first block and making a play in the hole.
There he is, the youngster. He's a senior, 6'1" and 215 pounds. Excellent size for this Class B final here. But well done up there.
Interesting side note there, most of the linebackers for Crete are actually bigger than their defensive linemen, so look for those linebackers to be a big factor tonight.
They'll be shaking loose.
3rd and 9 as the clock ticks down. Too much time, and the Antlers will back up 5 more, and that'll make it a 3rd and 14.
But Crete here in the latter part of the year really has been tenacious on defense. Just a real blitzing, gambling bunch, causing that turnover, creating the sack. There's actually a sack competition on defense. The guys, whoever has the most sacks in each game, everybody else gets together, buys them a case of pop, and So far, Lucas Fromm has been the winner in the last 3 ball games, the last playoff games here.
3rd and 14 for the Antlers here in this opening quarter. Back to pass is Shannon. He looks to the right and throws it into traffic. He tried to find Welty, but incomplete. Nice coverage out there for the Cardinals. They'll turn it over on downs to Elkhorn.
Fromm's going to be the guy here that creates the pressure. He takes the blocker on right there, just almost gets to the quarterback, puts the pressure on, ball, overthrow.
So Shannon will stay into punt for the Antlers. Walkfoos and Florindo are deep for Crete. And that'll go to Walkfoos, who scoops it up at about the 22, dances around, finds some room on the far sideline. He's got a chance. Nice move back inside. He's off to the races. He has blockers in front of him, and Walkfoos is going to go the distance. Touchdown, Cardinals!
That's just an excellent individual performance by Walkfoos there, taking the ball to the house, make a couple guys miss. He got a big block there on about the 25-yard line and did the rest himself, Adrian.
You know, the kick was a driving kick, and a lot of times you see that happen when the kick's kicked on a line like that. It takes that one hop right into that receiver's hands, and sometimes the coverage has a heck of a time getting down there to make the play, and it kind of happened a little bit that way, but man, Walkfoos showed great speed all the way down the sideline, and really pretty much got that play most on his own right there as Crete jumps up in front here. A big surprise to Elkhorn.
Ryan Jacobson on to try the point after, and that is wide. Point no good. But the play by Walkfoos puts them up by 6. 6-0 Crete here in this first quarter of play.
Here comes the kick off the foot of Clancy Shannon. And the first guy, usually the most important, as Chad just said, makes him miss, and then he is off to the races. Very, very good cutback there. That's great eyesight on the field. Big pop right there. Probably don't need it. Slight chance that the tackle might be made about the 5, but no, Walkfoos too fast for that. And well, look at how that's all set up. You'd like to talk about the fence being set up on the return, and the fence certainly was there.
What a great job downfield blocking for the Cardinals. Down there blocking was Jess Wright. Jess Wright preventing that last Elkhorn defender from getting to Walkfoos. He walks in for the touchdown.
Walkfoos, junior, 5'10", 150 against Holdridge. Outstanding ball game, and now he's picking a pace up.
Well, in 2005, it was a battle of the unbeaten teams in the Class B final. Let's go back to last year's exciting game between Omaha Skutt and McCook.
In the Class B title game, it's the Omaha Skutt Catholic Skyhawks and the McCook Bison. Throwing on the run, catch is made at the 30 to the 25 down the sideline. And first down and goal, Carbolito on the pitch, blockers out in front, and he's into the end zone for the touchdown. Purvis to throw, sets up, looking down the far side. Cherry is out there, and it's intercepted. Kraus looking to throw, pressure coming. Kraus in some trouble, throws it over the middle. It is tipped, and it's intercepted. Purvis going to try to run for the title. Purvis knocked out of bounds at the 2-yard line, and Omaha Skutt wins the 2005 Class B state championship. McCook ends up 2 yards short.
And that was Skutt's first championship in school history, while McCook was handed their second loss in 4 years. Actually, McCook won the state title the first 2 years they were here. The last 2 heartbreaking last play losses. They had a chance there going out of the 2 on the last play, and then of course that play against Pius that we both remember is one of the best games in high school history, we believe.
Well, Matt Turbin, the head coach at Skutt last year, picking up his first state title in his very young career. Good to see that happen, but our good friend Jeff Gross just a little bit short.
Ryan Jacobson now to kick it off for the Crete Cardinals. Once again, back deep is James Welty, and this will go to the up man. The short man will take it. And he has some room up the middle, cuts to the outside, and drugged down from behind, and a nice carry and return back to the 45-yard line.
Looks like Ben Caldwell, number 33, on the return, a senior. Big 195-pounder moving out right here. Short man, up man, short kick. He's got some size. Look at this big guy rumbling up there. Looked pretty promising there for a second, Larry.
Absolutely. Drugged down from behind. But still another nice return, and they are out to the 46-yard line where they'll begin this drive down 6-0. And leading the way for the Elkhorn Antlers is Shannon. Shannon will keep it and rolls to the right. He looks downfield. Gets rid of it into traffic. The ball tipped around and nearly intercepted by the Crete Cardinals. And there to try to make a play on it was Leverson.
Ball intended for Alex Metchke that time, and the ball just a little bit behind here. Good play action again on the bootleg here, Chad.
Yeah, you watch. It's interesting. Mark Wortman is definitely trying to get his senior quarterback, Clancy Shannon, involved in the game. He's ran 3 or 4 option plays and a couple bootlegs here, so he's definitely trying to get his quarterback involved early on in this game.
There's Trevor Florindo in there on the tip as well before Levinson had a chance to pick it out of the air. So now 2nd down and 10 for the Antlers, trailing 6-0. And the quick pitch goes outside. That's Martineau, the backup tailback. And Martineau has some room around the right side, and he's got enough for a first down. Nice 12-yard gain by Colin Martineau.
All the talk's been about Travis Bailey this week, but I'm talking to Coach Wortman this week. He said, watch out for Colin Martineau. He's really coming on strong at the end of the year. Rushed for 3 touchdowns last weekend against Beatrice and over 100 yards. So he's been a guy that's been hurt about 7 games this year. But like I said, as of late, he's actually kind of taken charge and putting up some big numbers.
Well, he led up there by Guy Bauermeister, the offensive tackle, junior, and playing well on that flank.
Martineau still in there, and he gets the give again, and this time another gain right up the middle for about 5 yards. So Martineau in the game getting the carries. 117 yards on the year for Martineau, 5 times.
Got playing time when Bailey kind of hurt the hand a little bit. And Martineau against Beatrice, 3 touchdowns in that ball game in the semifinal game.
It's going to be interesting to see as this game progresses how Crete's defensive linemen, who are giving up about 50 pounds a man to Elkhorn's offensive linemen, are able to stay in there and get a good push.
Give to the up man. And that's a gain of about 2.
I think that was
Hawley on the carry. Ryan Hawley, the backup fullback now in the game. So the Antlers rotating them in and out. There's a look at Ryan Hawley, the sophomore, 6 foot, 190 pounder. And that 2-yard gain will bring up 3rd down and 4. Hawley still in there. Martineau is in the backfield. Martineau has it, breaks a tackle, stays on his feet, and he'll have enough for a first down. Terrific second effort by Martineau to get down to about the 31-yard line, which is enough for an Elkhorn first down.
Taking it right up inside between Travis O'Kane, Trevor Gappa, and Jordan Zock. Good block right there. That actually was Colin Piesinger that came around from the left side there. Good trap block by Piesinger.
Great job by Martineau, not forcing the action either there, Adrian. He did a nice job of waiting and letting Piesinger get up in the hole and create a nice lane for them to take up into the hole.
Now the keeper, and he's buried by that Crete defense, and leading the way there for Crete was number 18's 86, Zach Baker. Earlier we talked with Coach McGinnis about the strength of his Crete defense.
I would start with our defense. We played well defensively all year. Our kids take a lot of pride in that. They swarm to the football, they tackle well, and I think that's where our football team bases its pride is on the defense.
And the pitch back to Martineau. Martineau out along the right side, battles for yards, but there is that tough Crete defense once again. A gain of about 1 for Martineau, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Boy, Elkhorn has just been pretty methodical since they took over the ball on the 46-yard line, or started this drive at the 46-yard line. Again, the right side of the line, terrific effort. And what a smashing block over there, just an obliterating block by Hawley. And the picks up, makes it 3rd down and 10 here.
So 3rd and 10, 5:45 left here in this first quarter of play between Crete and Elkhorn in the Class B state championship battle. Crete has taken the early lead, pressure, and it's picked off by Gamble. Dylan Gamble down the left side. He'll be caught from behind, but an interception and a turnover by the Elkhorn Antlers. And once once again, Crete is in business.
In business because of the efforts of Alex Seifert and Lucas Fromm. Watch them here. They're going to get after the quarterback in great shape. They meet at the quarterback. They cause this play and allow Gamble to head upfield with the football.
Great play there by Gamble, just being aware. The quick pop pass they try to throw to the tight end there, and Gamble steps in front and picks it off and takes it for about a 30-yard return.
You know, you talk about the quarterback sandwich, and boy, that was it right there.
So Elkhorn goes from Crete territory and driving and threatening to Crete with an opportunity here. The fake reverse yields -2 yards for Crete. Nothing there.
Little razzle-dazzle earlier, and I'm always of the opinion you got to maybe try that stuff early in the ball game because the defense is a lot fresher. They react a lot quicker. They're more apt to chase it. But that time, Elkhorn didn't chase anything. They just waited for the play to develop. Looks like it may be a substitution infraction here.
I'll tell you what, we talked a lot about Crete's stingy defense, but don't forget about Elkhorn on the other side of the ball. They've only given up 10 points in 3 state playoff games this year, Adrian.
Yeah, exactly, Chad, and we'll see if it stiffens up right here. The change to shut it down.
Let's take a look at this Crete Cardinal offense, and it's led by quarterback John Leverson. Just right is the fullback, Paulson the running back, tight ends Marvin and Baker, and Nick Wren is one wide receiver. Offensive line, Kalkworth, Seifert, Reeves, Small, and Shaban. Second down, 17. Back to toss is Leverson, and Leverson goes down the middle and overthrows everybody looking for Goranson. Now look at the Elkhorn Antler defense. And as Chad said, they've given up only 10 points in the 3 state playoff games. Thompson, O'Kane, and Robinson were the one with the collegiate offers to Nebraska, Notre Dame, among others. And Bauermeister is at the other DN. The quarterbacks, Brill and Shannon. The safety is Bailey. And the 4 backers, Susie, Gappa, Stanley, and Zock. Third down, 17. And another flag is thrown, and we may have motion.
I think
encroachment over on the other side over there.
I think Kevin Thompson, sorry Adrian, got a little excited there. You know, he's a heck of a player himself. He's already boasting offers from Colorado State and Wyoming. He's 6'3", 240 pounds, and Coach Warman thinks he'll end up on that defensive side of the ball in college.
A little anxious right on that play. It's going to cost. You know, you guys are talking about the 10 points, and all of those points came with one team. That was Gretna that got those 10 points. The other 2 teams, Blair and Beatrice, they shut them out. So their defense is, yeah, they're good. They're very good.
So Crete now with a third down, 12 to go for a first. Going to his right under pressure, flips it out there, complete, but it won't be enough for the first down. Catch is made out there by Walkenfuss.
You saw Gappa that time shooting the gap over on the right side. Trevor Gappa, the linebacker, averaging about 16 tackles a game. There he comes. Get rid of it. He does, and not only that, but completes it.
You're right, Adrian. You can definitely see why not only he has 180 tackles on the year, but why he's forced 10 sacks. He has incredible explosiveness and really hit that hole on the fast.
Moves very
Cardinals will go on 4th, and we have a flag as the give was going to the fullback, but the flag came out, and we'll check and see what it is. Crete lined up. I'm talking to Coach Chuck McGinnis about it, so that'll back him up 5 and may change the strategy here as it brings up now a 4th and 7 from the 40-yard line.
I would think it would definitely change the strategy. Kick it away here.
And on trots the punt team.
This is also the danger zone if you're a defense here between the 40s. We always talk about this being the area you got to look for a fake punt or some kind of a trick play here.
Or maybe it doesn't change the strategy. They will go for it on 4th and 7.
Try and draw him off. Nope.
Leverson rolling to his right, looking downfield, will flip, and a nice hit, and he's got the first down. Nice grab by Goranson. Wes Goranson with the catch near the 30, and it's good enough for a first down.
Well, I'm going to tip my helmet to Chuck McGinnis on this play. It takes a lot of guts to go for it 4th and that long, and get that crossing receiver. That was Goranson. Crossing wide receiver makes the play, and not only that, picks that first down up, guys. And what a gutsy play. Terrifically gutsy play.
So ball now at the 31, and the give to the up man, Jesh Wright. And Jesh in there for about 2 yards.
Once again, Gappa on the stop. He does a tremendous job, Adrian, of getting downhill and plugging the holes quickly. He's not one of those linebackers that's going to sit on his heels and make a lot of tackles, but not force the action.
He and Susie both, Chad, really terrific players. They do kind of play the game the same way.
And a quick screen pass. Out in the flat and hit hard.
You just mentioned Susie.
Walking Foos.
Yeah.
Woo. Susie brought the wood there. He might as well throw the bones up there, Adrian.
Yeah. Watch this here. Right in the chest. That's just tough. my. Welcome to the state finals.
3rd down and 4 now for the Cardinals. Out of the Maryland eye. Leverson will give to Paulson, and Paulson rumbles behind the blockers, and he will be near a first down, but probably about 6 inches or a foot short.
Good job by Alex Seifert this time. Pulls from the right guard spot, leads it up, along with Trevor Florendo on the play. They just come up a little bit short. Here you see it again. There's the block by Seifert, and I beg your pardon, that was not Florendo. That was Ryan Jacobson that was in there leading the play.
Another great fullback spot. Susie.
They'll go for it on 4th once again, and again the quick snap and the quick give to Marcus Smith. And Marcus Smith across the 20, and that's good enough for a first down as well.
You know, and right now, this Crete Cardinal football team, guys, is really relishing kind of their underdog position and taking it right to Elkhorn in the biggest way. Let's take a quick look here at time of possession. Well, we can't do that because they don't have it racked up here, but Crete making a mark here.
1:50 left here in this first quarter. The keeper by Leverson. Leverson ducks up and near the 15-yard line for a gain of about 5. That'll bring up 2nd down, 5 to go. Crete's had success moving the ball on this very tough Antler defense, courtesy of a couple of 4th down conversions on this drive.
Yeah, you're talking about a defense that allowed 73 yards to the opponents all year, rushing, and 73 yards passing. Excellent work.
3 wideouts right. Lone back was right. Leverson will keep it, and Leverson inside the 10-yard line, and another first down for the Cardinals.
Great variety in the offense here, Chad.
You're exactly right, Adrian. I was just thinking to myself, Chuck McGinnis is doing a great job of trying to spread out those Elkhorn defenders. He's really trying to get Susie and Gappa away from the ball and give his main guy Leverson a chance to hit some holes.
Yeah, he did that on that play, faking that dive to the left side.
So first down and goal to go for the Cardinals from the 8-yard line. Back up in that Maryland eye, and they'll give it to the deep end. That's Paulson, and Paulson struggles and battles for a couple of yards and gets down near the 5, about the 6-yard line. And earlier we talked to Coach McGinnis about his star quarterback, John Leverson.
John Leverson's where our offense starts. He's a dual threat. He runs the ball very well. He's thrown for over 1,200 yards, and the thing I'm impressed with John is he sees the field well, spreads the ball out. He's got a couple favorite targets, but he's not afraid to throw it to a lot of different people.
Leverson on the pitch, gets it out to Paulson, and Paulson buried at the 5-yard line by that tough Antler squad. And leading the way there once again, Aaron Susie, the 2nd leading tackler on this Elkhorn squad.
When you defend that option play, as we saw right there, everybody has an assignment. You do that assignment, you catch up to the speed, you usually can stop the play, and they did it right there. Everybody handled their assignment as the quarter ends here.
So that'll end the first quarter of play. Crete on top, 6-0, and threatening again when we come back. It'll be 3rd and 5 from the 5-yard line. Crete in the lead.
This program is brought to you by the Nebraska Soybean Checkoff. Soy biodiesel is a soy-based, clean-burning, renewable fuel that can be blended with petroleum diesel to reduce America's dependence on foreign oil. Soy biodiesel, making a difference for Nebraska's soybean farmers and you.
Programming is provided in part by Blue Cross Blue Shield of Nebraska.
These cost about $50. This costs about $57,000. Choosing to use these can help you avoid this. And since inactivity is a better predictor of death than smoking, high blood pressure, and even heart disease, using these more and this less could save you more than money. A message that's good to know from Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Nebraska.
NET Sports coverage of the 2006 Nebraska State High School Football Championships are brought to you in part by the Nebraska Public Power District, always there when you need us. By the Nebraska Soybean Board, encouraging the use of renewable biodiesel fuels for a healthier environment. For information, nesoybean.unl.edu. By Blue Cross Blue Shield of Nebraska, the Blues are good for you. And by the Education Quest Foundation, improving access to college through scholarships, grants, and college planning services. And glad you could join us tonight here at Memorial Stadium for the Class B State Championship battle between the Crete Cardinals and the Elkhorn Antlers. Crete on top early, 6-0, thanks to a big punt return by Walkenfoos. And now the Cardinals threatening once again, 3rd down and goal.
I look for Chuck McGinnis to keep the ball in Leverson's hand, maybe get him around the perimeter and give him a run-pass option.
Leverson fakes the give to the fullback, keeps it himself, but he's in there. Leverson on the option keeper, in for the touchdown, and Crete on top, 12-0.
Boy, that's a play whose initial impact there was almost destroyed by the collision there between the dive man and the quarterback, and a lot of times that'll just take that play right out of commission, but not this time, as Leverson able to recover on the play, regain the balance, and then sneak it right up through. A terrific recovery by John Leverson. We talked about his ability as a dual threat quarterback, and we're seeing that.
Yeah, Adrian, you're right. He's rushed for 8. He's got 1,800 total yards on the season and 18 touchdowns, so definitely a multiple measuring quarterback.
And they go for the 2-point conversion and get it. Nice toss by Leverson.
Threw it back, I believe. It was number 88, Micah Marvin, on the catch. Or no, I beg your pardon, 82.
Blake Yost with the catch. So Crete now on top, 14-0.
I think that's just a mental mistake right there by Elkhorn. I think they were falling asleep, expecting Crete to go for 1 possibly. And Crete jumps on him quick and throws for a 2-point conversion. That's definitely going to come in later.
Here's the collision I was talking about right there. There was a collision. That was 35 Jesh Wright on the collision up inside, and Leverson does not let that ruin the play.
And I think because of that collision, it was Susie over pursuing. Here's a look at the 2-point conversion.
That's pretty. That's pretty. Leverson's a happy guy right now.
Yost just sneaks out, and a nice flip from Leverson for the 2-point conversion. 14-0 Crete on top, and that was a drive. As you mentioned, they are racking up the time of possession. 13 plays, 43 yards, 5:38, capped by that touchdown run by Leverson. Well, it's time to test your Nebraska high school football knowledge with today's trivia question. The first correct email wins an NET Sports logo cap and a NET Sports athletic grade t-shirt, just like the ones you see here. Size extra large. Now, he was an outstanding 8-man football player at Sterling High School. He developed into an All-American lineman at the University of Nebraska and won the 83 Lombardi and Outland trophies as the outstanding lineman in the country. Played 8 years in the NFL as a Houston Oiler, but he may be best known for that famous fumble-rooski in the 84 Orange Bowl game against Miami. If you have an answer, please email it to us, sports@netnebraska.org, and the first correct answer wins the NET Sports logo cap and t-shirt. Show us your high school football knowledge. Send that email right now to sports@netnebraska.org, and the winner will be announced later in the game.
There's a clue. I hope to be seeing him sometime in January.
Ah, yes. That is a clue.
Hey, that's a good clue. Figure that one out.
Yep. So the Cardinals have come out of the gate here in this Class B State Championship and taken it to Elkhorn right away. They are on top 14-0. The last touchdown off of the interception. So turnovers continue to play a role here in state championship play.
Well, we talked about Crete being a gambling, risking, blitzing, just sort of a throw it all into the wind type of team thus far, and they really have done that, and they're just laying it out and saying, hey, we're going to try it and see what happens, and so far it's happened pretty well.
And Jacobson will kick it away, and it'll be taken at about the 25-yard line, and that's Welty, who's hit hard at the 25-yard line. I'll get all the inside information on the Huskers game after Colorado at a Big Red Wrap-Up, Tuesday, November 28th, live at 7 p.m. Our guest will be Lee Barfneck from the Omaha World-Herald. It's a complete review of the game with highlights, commentary, discussion, and of course the latest recruiting news with Husker Illustrated's Sean Callahan. You can join Adrian Fiala and Kevin Kugler for the next Big Red Wrap-Up. That's Tuesday, November 28th, right here on NET, Nebraska's home for sports. So Elkhorn will take over from their own 27-yard line and a gain of 3 just past the 30-yard line for Bailey. Mark Wortman in his 27th year at the helm of Elkhorn football. He's responsible for all 20 trips that Elkhorn has made into the state playoffs, all 7 title games, and all 4 state championships. Been around for a while. And Shannon with the toss back to Bailey again, and Bailey picking his way through, finds some room. He's out past the 40, and Bailey has more room. He'll be pushed out of bounds at about the 32-yard line, but Travis Bailey with a big gain for the Antlers.
You know, when you put 9 people up front there, that's the kind of thing that can happen if you just get by that first wave and get into the second level. Watch here as Bailey take it right, sees all the zone blocking to the left. Look at the blocking out there, tremendous zone blocking, and then it's off to the races. Now watch Leverson, John Leverson's going to come and use that sideline like we talked about earlier today. Chad, use the sideline and just shove the guy out. Don't put that head behind the runner.
35-yard gain by Bailey. 1st and 10, and they are now in Crete territory, and give up the middle to Hawley, the fullback, and Hawley a gain of about 2. Let's go down now on the field to John Bishop. John.
Well, for the first time in 12 weeks, this guy's slacking. He's got a week off. He's got a Saturday off. Former Elkhorn Antler and Husker defensive end Jay Moore. Jay, what do you think of the game so far? I know it's not been good.
Yeah, it's Crete's got the big play going so far, but it's a long ball game. We got a lot of time left to make something work. We got something going here. So.
And talking about big plays, that's Martineau with the bigger play. Touchdown, Elkhorn.
Well, he did it well against Beatrice, and now he does it well here tonight. This kid's running with a vengeance there, Jad.
Yeah, he definitely is. In the last 2 games now, he has 4 touchdowns on limited carries. And like Coach Wortman said earlier, this kid actually probably possesses more natural ability and speed than Travis Bailey.
And in to kick the extra point is McKinley, and that is through for the extra point. So it's a 7-point Crete advantage, and what a run by Colin Martineau. One more look.
Great run by Martineau right here as he just powers through that secondary.
This is just great heart and determination. He refused to go down.
He's got nobody out there helping him. He's just
ran through the.
Yeah, just make it yourself.
Just ran through number 22, Nick Wren.
Of course, that long run by Travis Bailey set all of that up too. So good combination right there. 4 plays, 73 yards in 1:19 seconds, and narrows the margin to 7 points here.
And that is striking quick for this Antler offense. Let's go back down to John, who apparently got some good vibes going for Jay's old squad.
Yeah, we obviously do. Jay's going to buck for a play-by-play job when this thing's all over. You played tailback as well in your junior year and had a good season.
Yeah, I played tailback all through high school, and it was fun. I was always kind of known as a big guy back there, just kind of carrying the, getting the ball most of the time. So it was fun, especially in this offense where it's, surrounded by the tailback. So.
Talk about Coach Wortman. He's been with this program for a very long time, and he obviously coached you.
Yeah, heck of a coach. Great. He's a great person, and really, besides teaching good football skills, teaching you to be a really good person. So, he does a heck of a job, and it just shows, what success Elkhorn had through all these years. So.
Well, we were remiss if we didn't congratulate you on the North Division Championship. You've had the week off. How's the week of practice gone for you?
It's been refreshing knowing that you can go out to practice, and coaches keeping the load off you and just keeping fresh, and just knowing that we had the Big 12 locked up. But, we got one more game left against Colorado. Hopefully take care of business there and go on to Kansas City.
And it'll be your last time on this field.
Yeah, it hasn't really hit me yet. It's crazy to think about that it'll be my last time. I'm sure it'll hit me sometimes next week, probably Friday when I run out here. So it'll be pretty special.
You got 3 games left. Good luck to you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much.
Jay Moore, guys.
And we have some movement on the interior line by Elkhorn, so that will add 5 yards to that nice return by Blake Yost, who got it out past the 40-yard line to the 42. Offsides on the Antlers, so it'll bring up first down and 5 for Crete.
I think it was Trevor Robertson that jumped a little bit there. And again, once you enter that neutral zone in high school, the flag's going to fly immediately. As we talked about earlier today, that play happens in college. You can get back, but in high school you don't.
So first down and 5 for the Cardinals. The give to Wright. Wright stumbles forward for a gain of about 1. Hard to believe that Jay Moore played running back. And I mean, now it's hard to believe.
I think it was 240-pound running back, wasn't he, Chad?
Yeah,
right in that,
240, 245. And I tell you what, he possesses 4.6 speed, and that's obviously what makes him attractive at the next level.
Oh,
so.
yeah. And I think he had some sort of knee injury.
He tore his ACL his junior year and came back well his senior year.
He was running for like 150, 160 yards a game and had the ACL injury and then came back. But tremendous effort by Jay Moore. And glad we got him on our team, guys. We'll talk about him. Big Red wrap-up next Tuesday night.
Jurovic now in there at the top of that Maryland eye. We're going to have a flag, and that'll be too much time. As you saw Leverson barking to the sideline and trying to get some direction on what exactly to do.
Way too much time.
I think he was yelling at Walkenfuss, the guy that stepped up and made the huge punt return earlier. He was on the line. He had too many guys on the line. He needed him to step off, and so definitely caused a little delay in the action there and forced him to have a penalty.
And now Paulson back into the game at I-back for the Cardinals. Leverson, the quarterback. Leverson fakes the give. He'll keep it himself and ducks it up and gets about 3 out near the 50, about the 48-yard line for Leverson.
Great open field tackle there by Gappa. I know we've been talking about that throughout the broadcast, but he did a great job of breaking down and make sure he secured the ball carrier before he went for a strip or a potential turnover there.
So third down and 4 for the Cardinals. They're up by 7, 14-7 with 9 minutes to play here in this first half. Leverson fakes the give, drops back to throw, fake punt. Looking downfield now, he decides to keep it. He'll have enough just for the first down as he sees the marker and gets there, and then we'll have a late hit out of bounds on the Antlers.
I think he took him all the way to the amplifier that time.
I'll tell you what, that was a big play by Crete there, guys. But did you guys happen to see Trevor Robinson, the big D tackle recruit?
Watch this here. There he is right there, trying to get out and go.
Watch big Trevor Robinson chasing Leverson down. That's a big human running right there.
And Gappa just connects a little late, and I don't think the sideline official appreciated that either. No. he took a bite.
The official really saved the amplifier that time.
So the personal foul adds 15 yards onto the gain. First and 10 now for Crete at the 32-yard line.
Trevor at 6'5" and 280, trying to get out there and run with the fleet-footed Leverson. Did a pretty good job. Hustled pretty well.
First and 10 for the Cardinals from the 32. The give to Jurovic, and Jurovic not going anywhere. Tries to get out around the right side, but there for the stop once again, Aaron Susi.
Boy, he's quick. Wow. Watch 57 right in the middle of your screen right there. Going to come through all of this and make the play.
That's a textbook linebacker play. Started in the A gap, nothing showed. Went to the B gap, nothing showed. Flies through the C gap, makes the tackle. This is a tremendous all-around player, Susi.
Drops him for a 1-yard loss, so now second down, 11. Leverson on the option. He'll keep it himself, and he's stacked up once again. A host of Antlers there. Leverson got nothing. Gappa and Susi both there leading the way.
Crete finding the going tough here as that Elkhorn defense continues to stiffen. The offense put up that 7 points, and again, sometimes that puts a good spark in your defense, has an effect all the way through the team. And playing well on defense right now. This is a long third down here.
And they're going to talk it over. So head coach Chuck McGinnis will take a timeout. He's going to talk things over before this 3rd and 9. Up by 7 here with 7:28 left before the half. There's a look at Coach Wortman. You saw, we talked to him before the game about the strength of his opponent tonight, the Crete Cardinals.
Crete is an outstanding ball club because they do so many things. They have a lot of different formations. They can pass the ball, they run the ball. Good quarterback that can, carry the option out or can throw the ball long, can throw it short. So they have a lot of diversity in their offense, and their defense flies around. They do so many different things. They run a couple different formations on their defense, and you just never really know where they are. So if we can find out where they are, we try to block them.
He didn't mention they also return punts pretty well. Do about all.
Do it all, you betcha.
I'll be with us Saturday, November 25th for NCAA volleyball as the Nebraska Huskers host the Texas Longhorns live from the Nebraska Coliseum. Join us November 25th live at 7 Central right here on NET and NET HD, Nebraska's home for sports. 3rd and 9. Back to throw is Leverson. Leverson on the out, can't find him, and out there open was Goranson, but the pass just came up a little short.
Good route by Goranson that time. He took the corner down the field, turned him in, and watch Leverson here now is look at everybody off to the right, coming back left, and Goranson just can't catch up to it here as the ball's underthrown by about 2-3 yards. But a great route by Goranson on the play. Took that corner down inside, got him turned around a little bit, got those hips turned in a little bit, and then cut it back out to the outside and curled in, but the ball just not there.
So with 4th and 9, Crete will go for it. It was a big 4th and 9 conversion that led to their second touchdown. Goranson again throws over the middle, and a little mix up in the route there as it was cut off. And obviously Leverson thought he was going down the field. So they come up short on, come up empty on 4th and 9, and the Antlers will take over at the 32.
Once again.
Welcome to Memorial Stadium, everybody, for the Class B Championship. I'm Larry Putney, along with Adrian Fiala, Chad Severs, John Bishop doing the yeoman's work down on the sideline. And it's 14-7, Crete on top. Gain of about 4 on the toss to Martineau.
Good job by Marcus Smith, the linebacker, the leading tackler on this football team, this Crete football team. He's going to come off. I think he's got an equipment problem. Might have cracked a helmet, or maybe
I think he knocked himself out.
Yeah,
Adrian.
a little bit of a blow to the head right there.
We like to call that getting dinged.
Yeah, that's smart though. He not only he can hurt himself even worse, and you don't want to do that at all.
2nd down and 7. Martineau again. A gain of about 3 out to the 38-yard line. That'll bring up a 3rd down for the Antlers. Elkhorn came in at 12-0 on the season. They were ranked number 2 in the state. Crete number 4. A battle of top 5 teams for this Class B state championship. And now on 3rd down and 4. Martineau, the I-back, still in the game. And the fake, and it'll be pulled out of there by Shannon. And Shannon fumble on the ground. No, they will say it's a fumble. Crete ball.
Ball came rolling out of there, and when that head linesman on the far side walked up to mark the ball, you know exactly what was going to happen.
Elkhorn's just giving this game away. I mean, if you look at Crete, they forced 2 turnovers now. The first one led to a touchdown, and then the big play on special teams. Turnovers on special teams, big plays, Adrian. Those are the things that lead to victories.
That's what drilled them as far as he was down, though.
Oh, that was close.
He was down, guys.
Yep.
But they're going to go ahead and play it away anyway. But turnovers really helped them in that McCook game, Chad, and took it right to McCook as created another big break right here. Reverse.
On the reverse.
Man.
A little stumble there. And it's brought out to about the 38-yard line.
I think it was Trevor Florendo. Just 64 yards total rushing on the year. All kinds of things can happen on these plays, but they execute a perfectly good backside block right there, and a good block by Leverson. Florendo, a pretty good move, but kind of lost his bounce a little bit, and then gets it to the outside, but second and about 4. Second about 2, actually.
Leverson, the quick give up the middle to Wright. Wright bangs in there near a first down, and it looks like he has enough for the first. It'll be close. Carried by Jesh Wright. And he did get the first down.
Wright, a good story. Senior, 3-year starter for this ball club. Gets Toldridge in the playoffs, 105 yards of rushing. Excellent on defense also, has 4 sacks in the year.
So 1st and 10 for the Cardinal. That's Wright again, and this time he stopped right at the line of scrimmage, and once again there is Gappa. Trevor Gappa with the stop.
I'll tell you what, Adrian's definitely right on Wright. And talking to Coach McGinnis before the game, he said this Wright kid, he only weighs 185 pounds. He's their nose guard, if you can believe that. But he said he's definitely the toughest kid on the team. He's 180, but he thinks he's 280. So.
Yeah. He'll just knock your hat right in the creek if you're not careful about every play, and plays a tough brand of football.
2nd down and 9. Deep give to Jurovic, and he's not going anywhere.
A great fill that time by Jordan Zock. Linebackers over there too. There's Zock. He wants to see how that play looked up on the big screen.
It all looks good on that big screen, doesn't it? Yeah.
You only get so many of those opportunities, Adrian.
Yeah, Chad, when you played, the screens were smaller, right?
Yeah, a little smaller, but I can't say that I never peeked up there and took a look.
Leverson now back to pass.
Oh, there
he goes down to the 5-yard line, wide open, and walking in for the touchdown is Nick Wren.
Just a little blown coverage back there in that secondary, and it looked like Travis Bailey, the safety, he didn't know which way to go on the play. Elected to stay to the right side, and the ball was thrown right through the seam on the right, and a big touchdown. And man, they answered back.
Like I was saying before, this first half, Crete has really done a good job of creating plays in the special teams game, as well as the offense and the defense. They've come up with 2 turnovers. They've returned a punt for a touchdown, and now came up with a big play in the receiving game.
And the extra point by Jacobson is through and good. So Crete opens that lead back up to 14, 21-7. Cardinals back on top by 2 touchdowns. One more look.
Well, it's all in the execution, and there you see, and you saw Bailey there. You've got to make a choice, and you got help with 2 people on the other side, so you'd best go that left side. But again, eyelash decisions out there, and the deep seam is wide open for Wren to take it on home. Nicholas Wren, the leading receiver on this football team this year with 22 carries, make it 23 now, and just collected his 5th touchdown on the year, and a big one.
Yep. That was a great play by QB Leverson, too, to stand tall in the pocket. He had 44 Kevin Thompson bearing down on him, and to stand tall in the pocket and deliver a pass like that is an impressive thing for a high school quarterback.
And once again, it came off of the turnover, so 2 Crete touchdowns off of turnovers. And as you said, Chad, right now Elkhorn really hurting itself.
Well, Crete established that pattern. I'm sorry, Chad. Crete established that pattern against McCook, and they've carried it right on through.
Definitely.
Turnovers there. 3 turnovers against McCook turned into points.
Turnovers, big plays, and special teams. Those are what decide big games like a state championship.
Crete's going to try to kick as they have and try to pin that ball over there on that far sideline.
And Jacob kicks it away, and that will once again go to the short man, and he'll be stopped right there at about the 35-yard line. So the Elkhorn Antlers down by 2 touchdowns. We'll take over and try to put some points on the board here as we tick down toward the end of the first half. Well, if you like a DVD of this game or any of the state high school football or volleyball championships, you can log on to netnebraska.org and click on Shop NET, or you can call us at 1-800-868-1868. It's a memory that's going to last for years to come. NET is Nebraska's home for sports. So back on the field is Shannon, Clancy Shannon. The deep give there to Bailey, and Bailey not going anywhere.
You know, guys, when you're on a roll like that as a football team, and it goes back a long ways to my final year at Nebraska when we were on that senior roll, and towards the end there, we just didn't feel anybody could beat us. And we had really good games to close out the season, and Crete has done that. They get that game against McCook we talked about. And Chuck McGinnis, their head coach, said, you know, we're playing the best football we've ever played, and we're doing it right at the right time.
Give one more time to Bailey. Bailey will cut back against the grain, and again, not going anywhere. The stop there by Alex Seifert.
He stepped up the last 2 plays and made big tackles. He's a very instinctive football player, has a nose for a ball, and as you can see, he does a good job here using his hands, getting off a block, and delivering a blow to the ball carrier.
I don't think Bailey even saw him. He was laying down there on the ground and just reached up, Chad, like you said, kind of tied his shoelaces together and made him go down.
That brings up a 3rd down for Elkhorn. 3rd down and 6 from the 39. And Shannon will take a timeout. So Clancy Shannon with the timeout to talk it over with head coach Mark Wortman. With 3 minutes, 8 seconds left here in this first half, an important 3rd down conversion if Elkhorn would like to cut that lead to 7 before the break.
Pretty important play right here, I would say, if they can pick up that 1st down and continue to move, as you just said right here before the break, and establish a little bit of a momentum in their direction. They're talking it over pretty diligently with head coach Mark Wortman.
And before the game, we talked with head coach Mark Wortman about his I-back, Travis Bailey.
Travis Bailey's had a super year. He's not real big. He's not maybe the fastest guy on our team, but he's one of the toughest kids. He's had a tremendous year, carries the ball most of the time for us, and he's had a tremendous year. He's got enough speed to break away, and he can cut back. He does a lot of things for us. He's a super ball player.
And you see that cast he's playing with. He's got the broken fingers on that hand. It was just first playoff game. He got his hand caught in another person's helmet and broke the bones in his hand, and he's back there carrying the ball all in his right hand.
Averages almost 10 yards a carry, does Bailey.
Here goes Bailey again. The pitch to him. He ducks it outside and tripped up just short of the 1st down. Leverson supporting on the run and gets the shoes and brings down Bailey.
Watch the block by Kevin Thompson here, number 44. Right there. That's another 5-6 yards on the run. Bailey gets it right up close to 1st down. Big block by Thompson.
And coming up at half, a chat with Dr. Jim Tenneper of the NSAA, and we'll have Believers and Achievers, and take a look at the first half highlights. It's all coming up just moments away at half. It was 4th and about 6 inches. Elkhorn was about ready to go for it, and a flag is thrown, and that will back Elkhorn up 5 yards. Costly penalty here toward the end of the first half.
I think Elkhorn once again is pretty much doing everything in their power to beat themselves here, guys.
Illegal substitution was called on Elkhorn there, so that backs them up 5 yards, and instead of going for it on 4th and inches, Clancy Shannon is back to punt. Shannon averaging about 36 yards a punt on the season. And 2 back to receive the punt. Walkenfuss, who returned the last one back, and that's a great kick by Clancy. And this one will be taken by Florindo. Florindo around the left side. He's got room, and he's got blockers. Look out, Walkenfuss dips through that one, and he'll be drugged down at about the 47-yard line. Great return by Florindo.
You know, it's amazing how fortunes can change, because Elkhorn on a bit of a drive there, a penalty kills that drive. And now Crete just reverses the roles, and you're going to see it right here as Florindo just a couple of steps away from going all the way, as again that fence is built up, that picket fence we always like to call it back in the good old days, and Florindo's going to get it up past midfield and give his team an opportunity with 2 minutes plus here left in the first half.
Give Shannon credit for diving in there and making Florindo slow up just enough for the tackle to be made from behind. So 2 minutes, 8 seconds. It's a 1st and 10 inside Elkhorn territory at the 47, and flags, and that will back the Cardinals up 5 yards.
This time Crete, right tackle moving on the play.
penalties here in these last 2 or 3 plays. A total of 8 penalties, now 9 in this first half of play. Let's go down to the field to John.
Injury update for the Crete sideline. Senior lineman Kyle Conkworth has ice on his right knee. It looks like he is done for at least the first half. Teammates came over earlier and were patting him on the back, giving him some encouragement, so it doesn't look good for his return in this game.
Thank you, John. Back to pass is Leverson, and he'll go deep and tipped away right at the last minute, and a nice play back there by the strong safety Travis Bailey. Bailey tipping that away.
Got over there on that deep coverage that time. Really good job by Travis Bailey.
Great job by Bailey, and for all the talk he gets about as a running back, and you can understand why with 1,600 yards, he also has 70 tackles on the team.
I wonder which hand he knocked that down with. Did you see, Larry?
It looked like his good hand. I didn't. I was paying attention. Kind of hard to tell from the angle. Yeah. So 2 minutes and the deep give on the draw, and that's Paulson, who will get out to about the 41-yard line. He won't have enough for a first down. It will bring up 3rd down as the draw on 2nd and 15 picks up about 9 yards.
Good call here. Had that defense going the other way, flowing the other way, and good reaction, Chad, there by Susie, and we've called his name a lot here in this first half.
Susie makes a great play there, using his hands, getting off the block, and then making an open field tackle, which is not easy to do. I tell you what, Adrian, I think we'd pretty much stand up here and call Gappa and Susie in every play and be pretty safe.
3rd down and 6 now. Back to pass, Leverson. Leverson flings it out there, an open receiver, and that's Goranson. And if they mark his forward progress, he should have enough for a first down, and they're going to mark it right on that yard mark, and that's a left foot, right foot situation right there.
Bring the sticks out to take a look. Stops the clock with 1:08 here. Crete has 2 timeouts left here in the first quarter. And watch this good read by Leverson, a good agility to get away from the pressure. Oh, man, 2 guys over there to make the hit. And, well, here we go. Nose it out.
And the catch out there was made by Cameron Duba. Duba into the game, and that's just enough by the nose of the football. So on 3rd down and 6, Crete converts and picks up a first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 42. Crete on top by 14. 1 minute left, just over 1 minute left here in this first half of play. Three wideouts left for the Cardinals. Leverson back to pass, flag down on the play. Leverson will roll out under pressure, look downfield, and he's going to go into the end zone, and he has a man wide open down there, and the catch is made, and that grab by Goranson for a touchdown, but let's see what the flag is. Based on the reaction, it looks like it's coming back.
Yeah, I think it is. All the body language of the Crete players says it's coming on back, and they'll want an explanation of that. I'm sure procedure, as we see the referee, Tim Higgins, signal. Coach McGinnis not happy at all with that. Line it up and do it all over again.
Elkhorn might have got away with one. I tell you what, the difference between 2 and 3 touchdowns heading into the half is a huge deal.
So march it back to the 41-yard line of the Antlers, and Crete still in business now. First down 15, under a minute remaining in the first half of play.
We've had good success when Leverson gets out and runs and moves and gets out in the open areas, and they run those receivers deep and crossing routes. And see if they do it again. They're going to cluster their receivers down here below us.
Back to pass again. Here's Leverson. And Leverson flings it out there, and the grab is made at about the 32-yard line. And a nice catch once again.
We've got to think about timeouts. You got 2 left here.
And Cameron Duba makes it, and they will call a timeout there. His time was ticking down. 24 seconds now left on the clock, and the Cardinals take a timeout. On December 4th, NET Television presents The Cretons Building the Dream. This NET high-definition production takes a look at Omaha's Creighton family, the founders of Creighton University. Find out the impact this one family had on the development of Omaha. The Cretons Building the Dream premieres Monday, December 4th at 7 Central only on NET1 and NET HD.
Let's talk about possibilities here, Chad. With 24 seconds left, you can run a pass play to the outside towards the line, in about 6 or 7 seconds. So based on that, you'd have about 3 plays left here to go. What do you think? You think they do that, or you think they go down deep and put one in the zone?
I think the biggest key is you got to keep it in Leverson's hands. I think you made a good point on the last segment. You got to get him on the corner and give him the opportunity to either run or throw here. Obviously, with an incompletion, the clock stops, or if you throw it past the yard marker, you obviously get a first down on a clock stop. So the biggest key here is just keep it in Leverson's hands. He's definitely your playmaker.
2nd down and 6. Leverson in the shotgun. He gets through, he picks it back up, rolls to his right. He's still looking downfield and throws it out of bounds wisely as he's under pressure. So that'll leave 18 seconds left on the clock, and 3rd down now and 6.
The big DN Kevin Thompson here smelling blood, trying to chase down Leverson. Just gets the ball off before Kevin Thompson drags him to the turf.
Play took 6 seconds off the clock, down to 18 right now. Chuck McGinnis wants his team to get her down close. Their field goal kicker 1 for 2, a long of 38 this year. That's Jacobson.
4 wide receivers into the pattern, and the blitz got away just in time, but tipped in the air and almost picked off. Flipped in the air, and Jared Brill could not bring it in. Brill had it right in his hands and an awful lot of real estate in front of him.
Man, and he's had 5 of those this year that he's picked off, and if he catches this one, Chad, he's gone.
I was going to say, Adrian, you're right. He leads the team with 5 interceptions. I think he was definitely thinking pick 6 there. That's the problem. You start taking off before you catch the ball. I've had 1 or 2 of those in my career, so.
Me too.
Well, that play took 5 seconds, so
13 left, but now 4th and
down.
6. So Crete will need to convert on the 4th and 6. Leverson in the gun, and it's Paulson motioning out of the backfield. Leverson rolls to his right, looks back to his left, is looking for Goranson, couldn't get him, but he does find a wide open Duba, and Duba good enough for the first down, and they'll stop the clock to move the chains.
Be a 42-yard field goal here. Interesting decision. Do you try and kick the field goal and go up by 17 heading into the half, or do you take one shot at the end zone here, Adrian?
Well, Jacobson's long is 38, so he's kind of within that range to a point. It'd be as long for the year, Chad, but I don't know, 5 seconds. I think it's probably a little bit long for him right now. Let's see, if they spotted it, would be at about the 32. Yeah, 42 you said? Wow, that's a tough one. They're talking over right now. If you're going to throw the ball, obviously you throw it down in the zone, and hopefully somebody with the white shirt comes up with it.
And Crete took its last timeout to talk things over, so no timeouts left for Crete. 5 seconds left here in this first half.
There's absolutely no breeze on the field right now, so that would not be a factor as far as wind go. 33 is their kicker, right? And Jacobson, is on, and looks like, is he holding the tee? Let's take a look.
He's not. So Jacobson will be the lone back in the backfield. Back is Leverson, and Leverson throws into the end zone deep, and diving. Does he make the catch? No.
What a crucial play there. They almost just went up 21 there to going into the half, and I think that would have been a tough uphill battle for Elkhorn in the second half to come.
Nicholas Wren laying out and could not make the catch, so we head to the half with Crete on top, 21-7, and Elkhorn dodging the late bullet. Let's go down to John Bishop with the coach. John.
Well, Coach, Crete's done a pretty good job of keeping you guys off balance in this first half.
They have. Their offense is, they've been able to pass the ball and run the ball inside, so no, we don't know what we're doing right now on defense, but they've got a good offense.
This is a very rare circumstance for you being down this much at halftime. What do you tell the kids?
I'll tell you what, I think we're all right. We can still move the ball. We did in that one series. I think we can do it again.
Coach, good luck.
Thank you.
Very calm, cool coach there, not too concerned. His club down 21-7. So at halftime it is Crete on top, 21-7. We'll be back with the halftime festivities from Lincoln.
Some people tell me it's just a game, but it's more than that, at least to me. It's years of playing catch with my dad and friends in the backyard. It's a drawer full of jerseys and a lifetime of loving the game.
The Nebraska Public Power District congratulates every player and coach who plays the game safely, with spirit, integrity, and pride. Nebraska Public Power District, always there when you need us. Together with your local public power utility.
Programming is provided in part by Blue Cross Blue Shield of Nebraska.
Escalator or stairs? It may seem like an easy choice, but the hard truth is the illness and disease that result from inactivity cost about $76 billion a year to treat. At Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Nebraska, we believe that cost is much too high, and not just in terms of money. So when it comes to keeping you healthy and keeping healthcare affordable, walking works. Your health, your choice.
NET Sports coverage of the 2006 Nebraska State High School Football Championships are brought to you in part by the Nebraska Public Power District, always there when you need us. And by Time Warner Cable, proud to provide the 2006 NSAA State Volleyball Championships through Nebraska On Demand, available on Channel 101. And welcome back to Memorial Stadium. We are at the halftime of the Class B State Championship, and Crete on top of Elkhorn, 21-7. And it's our pleasure to have with us now Dr. Jim Tinniper of the Nebraska School Activities Association. Boy, a lot going on for you right now, and about ready, maybe not too far from moving into a new building, hopefully.
Well, we're hopeful that that's going to happen. We're in the process, at least the design process, of building a new building. We're going to be building in the Haymarket area, adjacent to the Haymarket Ballpark, and in addition to housing the offices for the Nebraska School Activities Association, it will also house the Nebraska High School Sports Hall of Fame, and the Nebraska Coaches Association will also office in that facility. So we're pretty excited about it. It's land that we've leased from the city, and we've got a lot of people who are really excited. You know, the Hall of Fame at this point does not have a permanent home, and in fact, they don't have any place to put their exhibits and that sort of thing, and so they're looking forward to it as well, and we're looking forward to putting all those groups together into one facility.
I guess if you know a couple of guys pretty well, you can go to their basement, because I understand that's where it's all being stored right now for that high school, the High School Athletic Association's Hall of Fame.
That's correct. I understand that they've got some things. They really have not started collecting a lot of the memorabilia to include in that. And it's my understanding also that the Hall of Fame is going to embark upon a fundraising project to help provide some of their displays and some of their electronic displays that they're going to have. And so that will be forthcoming shortly. We're hopeful that they're successful with that.
This is an anniversary of sorts. It's the 10th year that the State High School Football Championships moved into Memorial Stadium, and it's really been just a terrific move. Kids love it. The fans seem to like it. It's a great weekend in Lincoln, and an opportunity for everybody to go to one place and see a lot of football.
You know, it really has been a great move. I would tell you that I was a school superintendent at the time that the discussion came about to move the championships to Memorial Stadium, and I would tell you
I was the superintendent at Cambridge, and Cambridge has got a little bit of a football tradition, and we were very fortunate to have the state championship right in Cambridge a number of years, and I was one of those last ones that really felt like moving it out of the sight of one of the two competing schools. I didn't think that was one of the better things to do, but in retrospect, it only took 1 year being down here. In fact, our kids at Cambridge won the first 3 state championships that were contested here, and it only took 1 year for those kids to convince us that that was really a great thing.
It really has been a terrific move, and now that the volleyball every other year playing at the Coliseum has also been a terrific move. Let's talk about what you have going on yet this year, because there's still some stuff going on yet this fall. I think play production's coming up.
That's correct. State play production will be held in Kearney at University of Nebraska at Kearney. We'll have 6 classes that will be competing there on 2 days. That'll be December 7th and the 8th. That's always a great activity. And, there are a lot of people think, well, NSAA, football championships, volleyball. We also sponsor a lot of the fine arts. We've got music, speech, debate, play production, and journalism. We've got kids who participate in some of those activities that don't participate in our athletic activities. State play production is a great activity, and if people haven't been out to see that, I'd encourage them to do that. It's some kids have spent an awful lot of time in preparing for that, and it's always a great contest.
We're just moments away from taking a look at the Believers and Achievers. Why don't you tell people a little bit about this and the awards that these kids will be receiving, how prestigious this really is and how difficult it is to be honored with the Believers and Achievers Award.
The Believers and Achievers program is a great program. It is co-hosted or co-sponsored by the U.S. Bank. U.S. Bank has put a lot of resources and a lot of their own manpower into the selection of those Believers and Achievers. Schools nominate students for that. We have each year somewhere around 300 of the best and brightest kids across Nebraska who are nominated for that. Unfortunately, we can only recognize 48 of those student athletes or the student activities participants, and it's based upon scholarship. It's based upon their participation in NSAA activities. It's based upon school service and community service. And each year we have a tremendous number of really great kids who are nominated. And as I said before, it's unfortunate only 48 of those get recognized as Believers and Achievers. And then either 8 or 9 of those students then receive scholarships at a banquet that we have in June. A great activity, and we're certainly appreciative of the fact that U.S. Bank has partnered with us in that activity.
It really is a terrific program, and just coming up shortly, we will see a Believers and Achievers presentation here at Memorial Stadium. Thanks very much for joining us. We appreciate it.
Larry, appreciate that. Thank you very much for all you do.
You bet. Dr. Jim Tenneberger of the NSAA. When we come back, we'll have that presentation, the Believers and Achievers from halftime at the Class B State Championship.
Programming on NET television is provided in part by Education Quest Foundation. For over 20 years, Education Quest has provided free college planning resources to help students search colleges, search for scholarships, complete financial aid applications, and learn more about student loans. Education Quest is located in Kearney, Lincoln, and Omaha. Appointments available at 800-666-3721.
This program is brought to you by the Nebraska Soybean Checkoff. Soy biodiesel is a soy-based, clean-burning, renewable fuel that can be blended with petroleum diesel to reduce America's dependence on foreign oil. Soy biodiesel, making a difference for Nebraska's soybean farmers and you.
Hi, I'm Kevin Kugler alongside my partner Adrian Fiala, inviting you to join us for our next edition of NET's Big Red Wrap-Up.
Kevin will recap the Nebraska-Colorado game, but our guest will be sports writer Lee Bartek from the Omaha World Herald, plus all the latest recruiting news with rival Sean Callahan.
And be sure to vote in our sideline survey. What's the greatest Husker comeback of all time? Check us out at netnebraska.org. Join us Tuesday, November 28th, after the CU game for the next Big Red Wrap-Up, right here on NET, Nebraska's home for sports.
Crete on top at halftime of the boys Class B state championship, 21-7 over Elkhorn. Welcome back to Memorial Stadium. Time now to introduce you to some believers and achievers. And for that, we go to the public address announcer, Rich Broderson.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a very special halftime presentation this evening. Believers and Achievers is a statewide program designed by U.S. Bank and the NSAA to give recognition to Nebraska's future leaders. We have 8 Nebraska high school seniors who have demonstrated academic excellence and a commitment to good citizenship. For their involvement in school and community service projects, U.S. Bank and the NSAA would like to honor the Believers and Achievers who are with us tonight. Presenting the Believer and Achiever Awards are U.S. Bank Representative Jeff Butterfield and NSAA Board of Control member Dr. Bob Resnicek of Omaha Westside High School. Tonight's honorees are Katie Bauer of Pleasanton High School. Katie is a 4.0 student who participates in basketball, track and field, play production, speech, journalism, and music. She has earned outstanding performance awards at the district play production contest and was a member of Pleasanton's 2005 state play production qualifying cast. Katie qualified for the state speech championships last year and earned superior ratings in 6 events at the district music contest. Ladies and gentlemen, Katie Bauer. Ben Beckham of Elgin High School. Ben is a 4.0 student who participates in football, track and field, play production, speech, and music. He was co-captain of the football team and has earned superior ratings in choir and voice ensemble at the district music contest. Ben has also received superior ratings at the district speech championships and currently serves as president of the Future Farmers of America. Ladies and gentlemen, Ben Beckman. Next is Blaine Drews of Twin River High School. Blaine maintains a 3.75 grade point average while participating in football, basketball, track and field, play production, journalism, and music. He has earned academic all-state honors in football. Blaine is a member of the Titan Tidings and yearbook staff, Twin Rivers mock trial team, and Future Business Leaders of America. Ladies and gentlemen, Blaine Drews. Annie Haberman of Chase County High School. Annie is a 4.0 student who participates in play production, speech, and music. The past 3 years, she has earned superior ratings in flute solo at the NSAA District Music Competition and medaled in informative speaking at the NSAA District Speech Championships. Ladies and gentlemen, Annie Haberman. Next, we have Amanda Hall of Palmyra High School. Amanda is a 4.0 student who participates in cross country, track and field, play production, speech, and music. She has earned academic all-state honors in cross country and track while receiving superior ratings in concert band and oboe solo at the NSAA District Music Contest. Amanda is also a member of Future Farmers of America, Quiz Bowl team, and student council. Ladies and gentlemen, Amanda Hall. Zach Mapes of Lincoln Southwest High School. Zach is a 4.0 student who participates in football, athletic training, debate, and music. He was a member of Lincoln Southwest 2005 NSAA Class A state football runner-up team and 2006 Class A state football playoffs qualifying squad. A member of student council, Zach is also a member of the Key Club and National Honor Society. Ladies and gentlemen, Zach Mapes. Courtney Summerhalder of Johnson Brock High School. Courtney carries a 3.75 grade point average while participating in volleyball, basketball, track and field, play production, and music. a three-time Class D state track and field qualifier. Courtney placed 5th in the 1,600-meter relay in 2005. She has earned Outstanding Performance Awards at the District Play Production Championships and was a member of Johnson Brock's 2005 State Play Production Qualifying Cast. Courtney is also a 3-time Honor Band Selection and Music Letter winner. Ladies and gentlemen, Courtney Summerholder. Our final recipient is Mackenzie Steger of Creek Valley High School. Mackenzie is a 3.98 student who participates in volleyball, play production, and music. An academic all-state volleyball selection, Mackenzie has also qualified for the state track and field championships in the pole vault and earned superior ratings at the district music contests. She is vice president for Future Farmers of America and a member of the student council. Ladies and gentlemen, Mackenzie Steger. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give one more round of applause to the 2006-2007 Believers and Achievers, the future leaders of Nebraska.
And congratulations to this year's Believers and Achievers, honored here at halftime of this Class B state championship game. Let's take one more look at the Believers and Achievers for 2006. Caitlin Bauer of Pleasanton, Ben Beckman of Elgin, Blaine Drozal of Twin River, Ann Haberman of Chase County, Amanda Hall of Palmyra, Andrew Leibel of Superior, Zach Mapes of Lincoln Southwest, Courtney Summerholder of Johnson Brock, and from Creek Valley, Mackenzie Steger. Congratulations to all of the Believers and Achievers. We are at halftime at the Class B state championship, and it's Crete on top of Elkhorn, 21-7. We'll be back with highlights in just a moment. And welcome back to the Class B State Championship. We are at halftime where Crete leads it over Elkhorn 21-7 here at Memorial Stadium. Let's take a look at some of the first half highlights in which Crete was able to jump out to a 21-7 lead. That Crete defense playing well early, and then this was really the first touchdown and a nice game breaker by Walkenfoos, who got loose on the punt return. Nice block at the end of the run and in for the touchdown, and Crete went on top 6-0 after the extra point was no good.
Well, when that head goes back, you know he's running hard. There, Lucas Fromm creates the turnover right here. Dylan Gamble picks it off, and now John Leverson's going to take it in, pretty much picking his way through the defense, and then this two-pointer
to Yost. Yost completes that two-point conversion.
Travis Bailey here going down the far sideline. John Leverson, the quarterback for Crete, going to come over. He plays that free safety. Does a great job there.
Then Martin now goes in for the touchdown for Elkhorn. That brought them back to within 7 at 14-7. And then Florendo on the carry.
It's a good day.
Yes,
Trevor Florendo. I see that in the political realm here in a few years.
And Nicholas Wren gets loose wide open and walks in for the touchdown, and that's what makes it 21-7, and that's where we are now at the half. 21-7. Let's go down to John Bishop on the sideline.
Well, Coach, your team, we talked to Coach Worman across the field, and you guys have been keeping them off balance pretty well.
Yeah, we tried to throw some different formations at them and come with some different looks on defense, and so far that's been effective.
Turnovers and special teams have been huge, too, for your team.
Well, that was a fast start for us. That punt return was huge, and we've made plays like that this year, and hopefully we can continue to do that.
Coach, good luck in the second half.
Thank you.
All right, thank you, Coach, and thanks, John. Let's take a look at the statistics from the first half. Rushing yards, boy, that belies the score, doesn't it? Elkhorn has rushed for 145 yards, Crete just 58, but the passing yards all Crete.
And the number that we don't see on there is the return yardage.
Right.
Chad and I were talking about that, Chad. Two returns for 122 yards.
Yeah, Cody Wilkenfuss, of course, with the 78-yard punt return for a touchdown. That kind of got Crete off to a fast start here tonight.
There's a interception and a lost fumble there under the Elkhorn numbers, and you couple those two turnovers with the return yardage, and that really is ball game right there.
And your score at the half is 21-7. Well, the 2006 Nebraska State High School Football Championships are being carried live over the internet. So if you have friends or family who might not have access to NET, have them log on to netnebraska.org. Click sports, follow the prompts to state high school football. NET is Nebraska's home for sports. And now a message from the NSAA.
High school activities are an opportunity for kids to display their talent. Sportsmanship is a very key part of what they're doing. This classroom that we call high school activities is an opportunity for them to not only learn at this level, but also be able to apply that when they become adults. And we believe that there is a great learning experience that comes from participation in high school activities.
The NSAA, enhancing education in Nebraska through high school activities.
So the final game of the state high school football championships. We've had 3 days of championships, 6 state title games. This Class B title this evening will wrap it up, and Crete is trying to wrap it up with a state championship. They are on top 21-7. But you know that man, Mark Wortman, went to the halftime drawing board and will have a few things in store for the Cardinals here in the second half.
Something tells me that despite the fact that he looked pretty calm at the end of the half, once he got in that locker room, he might have let his boys have it a little bit. Huh, Adrian?
Yeah, I would think so. They were primed and ready for that sort of thing. At least they should have been. And Chad and I were talking in the break, Larry, that, you know, Elkhorn, good football team, they know it, and perhaps thought maybe they wouldn't have such a difficult time tonight coming in. But as we all know in athletics, you better give it every best shot you got.
And it's kicked away, and it will go out of bounds. So the flag and a penalty on the Antlers. And Elkhorn kicked it out of bounds, so it will be Crete's decision, and it looks like they will take it at the 35-yard line as the offense trots onto the field.
I'll tell you what, the way this special teams battle has gone, and with the big returns by Crete, that might not have been a bad decision on Elkhorn's part there.
So Crete will take possession here to start this second half, up by 14. Leverson onto the field. Leverson thrown for 75 yards in the first half. He was 7 of 14, including the touchdown, a long completion of 31. Leverson gives off to Paulson. Paulson drugged down from behind by Aaron Susi. Susi with the 3-yard loss.
You know, you talked to Adrian earlier about speed and then football speed. And right there, Susi shows a great burst out of the chute. You watch him here. I guess we lost the replay, but once again, Susi just showing a tremendous job. He's almost like a shot out of a cannon there and made a nice tackle for a loss there.
And a swing pass out to Walkenfoos, and Walkenfoos is rolled up there at about the 38-yard line. So 11 minutes, 15 seconds. We are just underway here in this second half. That'll bring up a 3rd down and 8 for the Cardinals.
I think I've figured out why Aaron Susi's so good. Next time we get a chance, we'll take a look at his shoes. He's got those winged shoes. He gets out and goes with those things. This is an unusual setup on defense here right there. Zone coverage.
Leverson back to pass, and the completion over the middle to Gamble, and Dylan Gamble has it up for the 1st down into Elkhorn territory at the 47-yard line.
And 3 receivers on the left that time, and 4 people over here in the red jerseys and the Elkhorn jerseys to provide the coverage. And Leverson able to fire it into the inside. That's a great route to the inside there to Dylan Gamble. But a little bit unusual in the coverage that time. I was a little bit perplexed about that.
Jeff Jirovic at the top of that Maryland eye. But the keeper by Leverson, and Leverson with some room down that left side. Leverson, foot race to the end zone, and Leverson is in there for the touchdown.
I tell you what, Leverson's now accounted for 3 of the 4 touchdowns and a 2-point conversion. This kid is an athlete.
Tremendous speed at the corner. Jared Brill had a shot as he came down. Number 2 for Elkhorn had a shot to knock him out of bounds, but the angle was just a little bit difficult for him, and he just couldn't create the play. And Chuck McGinnis, the head coach for Crete, is liking every minute of this one. Because fellas, when you come out in the third quarter and you set it up like that and take one down, that just gets it going your way for sure.
And the extra point up, and it is good. Ryan Jacobson sticks it through, but Leverson gives them a 28-7 lead, 3-touchdown advantage.
Look at the train wrecks up in front there, and just all kinds of great blocking going on. I'm not sure what Jervik was trying to do there, Larry, but he got to play. There's Leverson.
Boy, it sure looked to me like there was an angle hat on him. I didn't think he was going to beat him to the end zone.
No, I didn't either. I thought for sure Brill would have him, but he just somehow he missed a tackle. And Chad, sometimes the eyes go, huh? The eyes close on a tackle sometimes, right?
I hope not, Adrian. That didn't happen to me much, but I don't know if you've experienced that.
I think anybody that's played this game at a time or two is on one tackle or another has seen the eyes go shut, but you just try to avoid that as much as you can. But Larry, I like you. I thought he had the angle. I thought he'd make it.
Well, I have to tell you, I'm surprised. 28-7. I didn't think either side would get up by 3 touchdowns in this one.
No, not at all. And the only thing that you attributed to, as we said in the first half, is Crete on a roll in the playoffs. And when they banged McCook 28-7, that opens your eyes.
So Ryan Jacobson to kick it off for Crete. And he kicks it away. That'll be taken at the 10-yard line by Maloney. And Maloney takes it back to about the 25, and a flag comes in late.
You know, this Crete defense against Hastings in the first round, their defense limited Hastings to 76 yards in the ball game total, while their offense put up 414 yards. And I think we have John Bishop on board. John?
Well, guys, we told you late in the first half that Kyle Carkwarf, the defensive lineman, had left the game and had a big ice pack on his right knee. As you can see, he's back on the field. It's amazing what a 3-touchdown lead will do, and the regenerative powers of halftime.
The healing touch of touchdowns.
No doubt about it. So Elkhorn now takes over, and they give right up the middle to Bailey, and Bailey pounds his way in there in a gain of about 5 as those legs keep churning at the end of the run.
And Elkhorn continues to run that 2 tight end offense that we talked about earlier in the ball game, Chad. And it's going to come to a point in this ball game where we're going to have to start throwing it. They're getting close to that point here very soon. Even though we have 10 minutes left in this quarter and the whole quarter to go, but the way Crete's going, you have to get a score up on that board to get it up there quick.
28-7, Crete on top, and that flip out to Bailey, and Bailey finds a little room, breaks the tackle, and he's out to the 45-yard line and has a first down. Nice run by Bailey.
I'll tell you what, for as one-sided as this game seems, Colin Martineau and Travis Bailey have actually put up pretty big numbers. They're both averaging over 8 yards a carry, and as you see here, Colin Martineau does a great job of getting up in the hole and bounce off of a couple would-be tacklers.
Travis Bailey now 8 carries for 60 yards in this game. They're rolling to throw is Shannon, and Shannon will be picked off. Great pick out there by number 90. That's Wes Goranson, and Goranson with the interception for Crete.
Used that 6'2" frame really well. Broke on the football very nicely. Picks up his second interception. There's the pressure by Fromm again. Almost gets there also. This defense for Crete has really stepped up tonight, Chad.
Yeah, definitely. They really have. That's 2 interceptions now on the night. And that's just an athletic play. That's just a guy coming out of his break fast and making a play on the ball.
Things are going all Cardinals' way. Goranson with the interception. So 1st and 10 from their own 47-yard line. Leverson drops back. He's going to try to go deep and hit hard. Fumbles the ball on the turf, and it will be recovered by Micah Marvin. So Marvin back there to jump on the loose ball.
Samuel Stanley there on the hit. Haven't called his name much tonight, but I tell you what, he comes up with a big play there. It would have been nice to get a turnover for Elkhorn there.
There's that blind side, and you've got to cover that blind side. That was 88 Micah Marvin trying to protect on the blind side for the right-handed throwing Leverson, and Not able to get that job done, but fortunately he's able to get over there and pick up the fumble.
A loss of 15 on the fumble. 2nd down and 25 for Crete. They'll give it up the middle to Jurovic, and Jurovic kind of grinds his way for a gain of about 4.
Well, they've had some success with the deep seams in the passing game early in the in the first half. Has Crete, and let's see. Let's check the formation here and see if they might give that a go. They're going to set up a cluster of 3 receivers over on that far right side, Larry. So see if they try to nail a deep seam here again. No.
And pitch out to Paulson. Paulson will cut that back up, has some room and a nice run, but finally stuck there by Bailey. Travis Bailey in there on the tackle, and that will bring up 4th down.
So not able to capitalize on the turnover, but running some time off the clock. As this clock clicks on down, they'll probably be close to the upper 6-minute mark once this thing gets into the hands of Elkhorn here.
And in there to punt it away is Nick Wren. Wren standing at his own 31. And Wren kicks it away. Line drive kick. And what a play down there, and stopped by number 11 for the Crete Cardinals. Ethan Schunkweiler. Schunkweiler down there on the coverage. Become a member of NET and help us bring more local programming like state high school football to Nebraska. You can call 1-800-634-6788 or log on to netnebraska.org and click Become a Member. Help us bring terrific programming like this high school football championship into your home. So 1st down and 10 for the Antlers. Needing to get something going here with about 7.5 to go in the 3rd. Crete on top, 28-7. And the pitch play goes out to Bailey. And Bailey stacked up just shy of the 30-yard line. A gain of about 3 for Bailey.
Chad, you see the play by number 18 to Gamble on that last play. Watch number 18. He's not going to make the tackle, but he's going to take out people and to help his buddies behind him can make the tackle, and he does just that. As it looked like Marcus Smith at linebacker filled up behind him, but just sold his body out. There he is right there. Gamble having a big night for the Crete Cardinal.
And Colin Martineau now in there at running back. In front of him, Ryan Hawley, but up top goes Thompson, and out there for the grab, but just out of bounds is Welty. Incomplete. Welty with a terrific grab off of the throw from Shannon. But he can't get the foot down. One more look at it.
Lots of time to throw here. Florendo on the coverage, and indeed he was out of bounds.
Elkhorn can just not get their passing game going. They still don't have a completion. Shanahan came into the game with 11 touchdown passes on the game, and like I said, they are just struggling in that facet of the game.
He was a 50% thrower coming into the ball game. Not a bad number. Like a little bit higher than that, obviously, but still a pretty decent number. But 0 for 5 today.
And you see 3rd down efficiency there. And here they are on 3rd and 7. Under pressure is Shannon. Shannon rolls out, fires downfield, and just out of the outstretched hands of Michael Emerson.
You know, Adrian, you just got done talking about the completion percentage of 50%, and Coach Wortman made the point to me that his completion percentage should actually be about 60 or 65%, but he has a lot of drop balls, and I think you see that here in the replay. He delivers a nice ball, and his receiver just doesn't make the play.
Yeah, you got to, in a game like this, everything at stake, you have to make those catches, no question.
Shannon will now punt it away on 4th and 7. And angling that kick, trying to keep it out of the hands of Walkenfuss, and why not?
Who can blame him there, Larry?
Special teams has played such a big part, not only in this game, but you take a look at it earlier today, there was an extra point missed that led to a state championship for Auburn, and last year it was special teams for it just.
And the field goal that missed prior to that, Larry, same thing. I mean, special teams always, there's a reason they call it special.
I think you're right, and as you're seeing here, Mark Wortman is just trying to take special teams completely out of the game by kicking out of bounds on every opportunity.
Well, throughout the 3 days of the state high school football championships, we've been asking you to email us and let us know what you think of our high school football coverage, and you can contact us at sports@netnebraska.org. That's sports@netnebraska.org. And we have one email from a viewer here. And she writes, what a great service you provide to the entire state of Nebraska and beyond, sharing the best of state high school competitions. Thank you on behalf of all the grandparents, aunts and uncles, and others who cannot attend the games in person but have the best seat in the house with NET. Dennis and Ardith Davenport of Gothenburg, Nebraska. Well, thank you, Dennis and Ardith.
One of the best little towns in the state of Nebraska right there.
Absolutely.
Great to hear from you.
We enjoy the opportunity to bring these to you and to bring them to everybody across the state from border to border and every community across Nebraska.
So what do you do here, guys? You try and milk some clock here, or do you go up for the knockout blow here, Adrian?
I think I'm going to try to do some clock, quite frankly, as Leverson's going to roll out to the right. That fake to the inside. That he got the Elkhorn defense going that way the last time they ran that play, but you know, Chad, you got a 21-point lead, and you're controlling the tempo of this game, and I'm thinking maybe let's just burn some clock down.
I think you're right, especially as stingy as your defense is playing.
And that clock now ticks inside of 6 minutes here in this third quarter. A 3-touchdown lead by the Cardinals. Gain of 5 on that first carry by Leverson, so that'll bring up 2nd down and 5 from the 42-yard line. And Leverson hands off to Paulson. Paulson behind his blockers, picks his room and gets out to about the 47, about a yard shy, so it'll bring up 3rd and short.
Great job there by number 54, the right guard, Seaford. He really came up and forced the action there, kicked the linebacker out and gave his running back a chance to get up into the hole and get a few yards.
So the short yardage package comes in, and that includes Marcus Smith, the 5'11", 230-pound junior who got the first down last time on 3rd and short for Crete. And Smith will be that up back, and the give to Smith, and he barrels across the 48, and he has enough for the first down.
Power football in that up in there in the first down, and that's going to move the sticks and create a great advantage for Crete on the play. And Aaron Susi in on that tackle the last time, the linebacker we talked about a moment ago. And there are the shoes I was talking about. Winged foot, wing speed right there. He's all gilled up and ready to go. Has been playing a whale of a football game. He and Trevor Gappa, the linebackers for Elkhorn, just excelling tonight.
So the 1st down and 10 from the 48 for Crete. Leverson on the option. He'll keep it himself and duck it up. Barrels into Antler territory at about the 47-yard line.
You know, guys, those shoes at one time were white.
Right. I thought you were going to say in style.
There they are. There they are.
Yeah.
What a player. Terrific player, Aaron Susi. 179 tackles on the year.
Second down and 5 from the 47. The lone back is Jesh Wright. And the clock expired. Leverson tried to call timeout, but he noticed a little too late that the play clock had expired, so that'll back him up 5 yards.
Almost looked like he was trying to check off to another play. Hadn't seen that happen very much here in the state finals in any of our games, but it looked like John Leverson tried to go into another play there.
So that'll take it from 2nd and 5 to 2nd and 10. And move them back into their own territory at the 48-yard line. 2 wide receivers to the left. And the give right up the middle to Smith, and Smith tries to break that arm tackle, but he's drugged down about the 48. Gain of 4. That'll bring up a 3rd down.
Mark Wertman there, the head coach for Elkhorn, looking for some answers right now as time is very quickly becoming an enemy of the Antler attack. Crete's going to have a long third down here. They get a first down here, guys, and complexion starts changing dramatically.
3rd and 6 in the toss play. Olsen out there, has the block, gets the corner, and he gets the first down. Nice blocking out there on the corner for Paulson, and all he does is run it right to the sideline and plenty of room to get the first down.
We talk a lot about Travis Bailey in the pregame, but I tell you what, this Paulson's put together a pretty good year too. He's rushed for over 1,000 yards. You see here on this replay, he does a nice job of waiting for his blockers and then turning the corner and getting the first down.
Boy, another big benefit is he had that first down marker right there, staring him right in the face. He knew exactly where he needed to go. Turned that corner, just got a couple yards past it. That's enough. That'll do it.
This time the option, the pitch out to Paulson. There once again is Gappa, and Gappa pulls him down for a loss. Trevor Gappa, senior team captain for the Antlers, with the tackle. So Crete on top 28-7 as we tick down here in the 3rd quarter.
I think we just heard the reaction to the basketball announcement. Yes. Nebraska wins 73-61.
Played the
Is that the correct score?
That's what it was. They played the Creighton Blue Jays tonight at the Devaney Center. Nebraska comes out with the win on the reverse. The Keith ducks it up inside, and that carry by Ethan Schunkweiler. Schunkweiler gets about 2 on the play.
Gappa loses his helmet here on the play. Still gets him on the play.
And this is a play, you want to see it going. I think if he goes outside, it probably works that way. But it's also a play, guys, designed to burn time. The reverse, the long, you go one way on the field, back the other way on the field, and you burn time. You burn about an extra 10, 15 seconds on the play, as we're at 1:30 and under 1:30 now in the 3rd quarter.
3rd down and 11. And the toss out in the flat, and a nice move back by Florindo, but Florindo fumbles and recovered by Elkhorn.
Maybe the break that Elkhorn needs right there to get it rolling.
I believe Bowermaster jumped on that fumble, and I tell you what, defense did a good job of continuing to run to the ball here. They didn't give up. As you see, number 44 makes the first guy miss, but Elkhorn continues to pursue to the ball and does a great job of getting on this turnover. This could be a key change of momentum here heading into the 4th quarter.
You bet, Chad. And you saw that ball pop out of Florindo's grasp right there. It kind of nose of the football got turned up, but he made the first cut, and then he just lost control. Elkhorn now has an opportunity.
So Elkhorn needs to get something going here as we run out time in this 3rd quarter. And the toss goes out to Martineau, and Martineau for a gain of about 6. He's been effective running the ball this evening.
This kid runs hard, Colin Martineau. You can definitely see now why Wortman's not worried about the offensive backfield next year with Martineau.
Toss sweep to the outside right there. Excellent block out there by number 50, Colin Piesinger again. Mentioned his name a few times here tonight, and Martineau just does the rest on his own and creates a short 2nd down play here.
69 yards rushing on the evening for Martineau, and Martineau gets it again, and this time just over the 50. Actually, they gave it up the middle. They give up the middle to the fullback.
Like
by Ben Caldwell.
Ben Caldwell, the big guy, we talked about him earlier in the ballgame. This is a steamer coming up the middle, and you better be ready. And Leverson was there, and boy, he's taking a big risk. You get a fullback like that with a head of steam coming right up the middle, and you better make sure you're in the right position to tackle.
So 1st and 10 for the Antlers. A nice tough run there by Bailey.
Well, Elkhorn, Chad, seizing the momentum here. This series started at the 41, back on the 41-yard line, and they're moving it right down the field. They know, they sense the urgency, and that's going to end the quarter here, though.
So at the end of 3 quarters, Crete is on top of Elkhorn 28-7. We'll be back for the final 12 minutes in the Class B State Championship from Memorial Stadium.
Some people tell me it's just a game, but it's more than that, at least to me. It's years of playing catch with my dad and friends in the backyard. It's a drawer full of jerseys and a lifetime of loving the game.
The Nebraska Public Power District congratulates every player and coach who plays the game safely, with spirit, integrity, and pride. Nebraska Public Power District, always there when you need us. Together with your local public power utility.
NET Sports coverage of the 2006 Nebraska High School Football Championships are brought to you in part by the Nebraska Public Power District, always there when you need us. By the Nebraska Soybean Board, encouraging the use of renewable biodiesel fuels for a healthier environment. For information, nesoybean.unl.edu. By Blue Cross Blue Shield of Nebraska, the Blues are good for you. And by the Education Quest Foundation, improving access to college through scholarships, grants, and college planning services. Elkhorn down by 21 in 12 minutes to make up that deficit. They have the ball and moving, but let's go down to John Bishop with the report. John.
Well, not good news for Elkhorn. Their leading tackler, Aaron Susi, has been grimacing in pain. They've been working on his right arm and right shoulder. They've been trying to reapply the brace. Looks like they're trying to get him ready to get back into the game, but this is definitely a bad situation if they can't get him in there.
Yeah, you can see that on his face, that is not a comfortable feeling.
I think what they're doing there is fixing his sole brace. Maybe he popped his shoulder out.
On the keeper, that's Shannon. Shannon with a nice move, dips outside, and that's enough for the first down.
Shannon just tried to get it all done on his own right there, and Lucas Fromm from way over on the right side just chased him all the way across the field, number 76 for Crete, and made the tackle. You know, Fromm's a defensive end. He's 6'4", but weighs just 165 pounds, but he's very fast, as we saw, and very quick. Second fastest player on the Crete team.
So Shannon picks up the first down, 1st and 10 from the 27. On the reverse, it goes to Welty, and Welty a gain of about 3. That's sniffed out by that Crete defense.
Wes Goranson that time on the tackle area, and not a lot of tackles this year. We see a little bit of the razzle-dazzle here. They try to get it out and go, and Goranson right there to make the hit. Nice work. Good hit. Good straight-up hit.
Gain of 3 on the play by Welty. 2nd down 7. Elkhorn needs to be thinking about not taking much time with this 3-touchdown deficit. And the pitch goes to Bailey, and he's drugged down from behind, and that will be a loss on the play and bring up 3rd and long for the Antlers.
Bailey trying to get to the outside here, guys, and that Crete team is just flowing to the football. We heard about them earlier in the ball, well, before the ball game, and how they swarmed to the ball, blitzed quite a bit, risked a lot, gambled a lot. Ted, we've seen that all happen here today. They're staying in form, staying in character.
I'll tell you what's impressive about Crete's defense is not only do they swarm to the ball, but they play their responsibilities. You notice on the last play, the reverse. And I tell you what they do, that's a rare combination to have high school defensive players be able to play responsibilities and make big plays.
And nearly picked off as Shannon goes over the middle. He was looking for Palmquist.
Nicholas Wren, Larry, on the coverage here. Watch Shannon deliver, and Wren right there, and just about comes up with the ball himself. Would have been another interception, the 3rd one for Crete.
Big 4th down now. If Elkhorn has a chance to get back in, they need to convert here on 4th down. 10-14 left in the game. Down by 21. And the toss. And the carry by Bailey, who spins, and Bailey comes up short of the 1st down.
Well, that's an awful conservative call there by Mark Wortman on 4th and 9. Throwing a toss sweep. You think he'd maybe run a little play action there and try and find his tight end.
And the ball's going to go over now on downs, and Crete can just burn about 3-4 minutes off that clock, guys. This game's going to be under control for them. There's
Chuck McGinnis.
Feeling pretty good about things right now with a 21-point lead and 10 minutes left in the ball game.
And now we see Susie back in the game. Aaron Susie, number 57 for Elkhorn. He had brace back on, and he's now back in the game. Dropping back is Leverson. Leverson over the middle, and that is nearly picked off. Jared Brill steps in front of the pass, and Brill nearly came up with a big turnover.
Another interesting call right there. Just when you're expecting, a little conservative play calling, just a little action and run the ball, burning time. They throw it down the middle, deep in their own territory, and wow, what a risky play. They gamble and they risk on defense. The guys, they gamble and they risk a little bit here on offense. So interesting call by Chuck McGinnis, and almost caught Elkhorn asleep at the switch there, but second down now.
Second down 10 from their own 19. Spinning out of there with the ball is Leverson, and Leverson out past the 25 to about the 27-yard line. So that'll bring up a third down. 3rd and 3. Fourth trip to the finals for Crete Cardinals.
Indeed it is, Larry, and John Leverson has been all over the ballpark today. 8 of 16 passing for 92 yards, a touchdown, leading the team in rushing with 11 for 74 and 2 touchdowns in that category.
3rd and 3. Leverson lets that play clock tick down, snaps it with about 3 seconds on it. And Leverson very close to the first down. He needed to get to about the 29.5 to have the first down, and it looks like that's right where they spot it. Just shy of the 30, and that will be a first down for the Cardinals. That allows them to run about another 2 or 3 minutes off this clock. Every first down a big one right now for Crete.
Crete slowly approaching, Larry, their second state championship. They won this thing in 2000, runner-up in 2001, and knocking on the door right now.
Leverson, the quick give to Smith right in the middle, and Smith grinds out about 2 or 3 yards out near the 35 to about the 34-yard line.
You saw the long count right there. Just Leverson just watching that clock, taking those seconds off that 25-second clock. It's very visible in both end zones, and they'll break it again here. Didn't take long to call that play.
You saw a shot of Mark Wortman, a painful look on his face, almost helpless. The give here to Paulson, and Paulson for a short gain. That'll bring up a third down.
Tell you what, Gappa there with another stop, but him or Susie or Trevor Robinson, one of these Elkhorn defensive players is going to have to step up and try and create a turnover here. I just don't think you're going to be able to get much accomplished by just tackling the ball carrier here, Adrian.
No, not at all, Chad. You're 3 scores down, and time is slowly ticking away. About another 2 minutes, and as they say, it's academic, I think.
A give to Smith again, or to Wright with the carry that time. Just Wright out near that first down. It looks like he's going to be just short.
Elkhorn has 3 timeouts left in the ball game, and they'll let it tick away here for a while. Crete in no particular hurry to make things happen as they bring the people on to kick. And they'll run this clock down to probably about 2 seconds.
I think they may be going for it here, Adrian.
Oh, my, look at this.
Look for the quarterback sneak here by Leverson.
4th and inches, and it looks like they may be trying to draw him off sides, and Elkhorn's not going to budge. And they'll take the delay penalty.
Well, I was thinking if you snap that ball, you don't want to give them a gift, and so they will indeed now get into kick formation. Need a good snap here, does Crete. And they'll run about 22 off the clock. I would think they would. Elkhorn gets the ball in the 6-minute range. Clock beginning to tick right here.
Nick Wren in to punt it away. And Wren kicks it. Taken there by Palmquist, and Palmquist outside the 40.
You know, that's just a move I don't understand, but we'll talk about that in a minute here.
Well, earlier we asked you a trivia question. We asked you, who is this? He's an outstanding 8-man football player from Sterling High School, an All-American lineman for the Huskers, won the '83 Lombardi and Outland trophies, played 8 years in the NFL for the Oilers. Was, of course, part of that fumble Ruski in the '84 Orange Bowl. The first person to email in with the right answer was the winner, and the right answer was Dean Steinkuhler. And the winner, Merle Carlson of Wakefield. Merle, congratulations. Merle Carson of Wakefield.
See, old Mo knew that he was coming to Omaha in January. Hopefully we'll get Dean there. Dean's been to the Outland Trophy dinner we do in Omaha January 11th this year up in Omaha. And he's been there a couple of times. Great event for the city of Omaha and for the state. So, but I just don't understand, you know, they snapped the ball with 17 seconds left on the time clock in that punt formation. Why don't you run it down to about 2 and then snap?
Bailey in the backfield. And wrapped up is Maloli. And Martinow in the backfield, and Martinow gets tackled in the backfield.
Coach Wortman's playing this second half awful conservatively, but I guess you can't blame him here. They still have not got a passing yard in this game, and I think that's a kind of a glaring stat as you look at how this game's progressed.
0 for 8 with 2 interceptions in the passing department tonight, and you got to start going to the air now. There's no doubt about it right now.
On the keeper, he looks downfield and pass complete. That's complete out in the flat. And into Crete territory.
Brandon Frakes there on the reception. I think that's his first catch of the game. He's averaging about 10 yards a catch and has 4 touchdowns. So it's kind of late in the ball game to be getting him involved.
6:24 left here in the fourth quarter. Elkhorn down by 3 touchdowns. With the ball, 1st and 10 at the 46 of Crete. Martineau at the top of the eye, and the give will be to Martineau. He's tipped back but bounces out of there. Tries to go right, but he'll be drugged down, and a nice tackle by Dylan Gamble in the backfield. Nice job to keep his feet by Martineau, but Gamble there to pull him down.
I'm just not understanding the calls here, Adrian. We're running a power here on 1st and 10 with 5 minutes to go on the clock. You got to take some shots. I tell you what, nothing bothered me more as a high school football player on the offensive side is when you're down in a ball game and your coach does not give you an opportunity to open up the attack and score some points when you're down.
Well, especially when you look at Shannon, a 50% passer, over 1,000 yards passing. He does have a narrow touchdown to interception ratio there, but maybe that accounts for it all.
Pitch goes out to Martineau. Martineau has the corner. He cuts that back up and down to about the 36-yard line, close to the 35.
Pretty close to that first down, as you said, Larry. And problem is, you know, you can run these plays and run them well, as they did on this one here, but you're just not going to have enough time to do what you need to do. So almost at the 5-minute mark, and I used to talk with Damon Benning about my own little personal mark was if you had about a 10-point, 11-point lead with about 5 minutes left to go in the game, you're in pretty good shape. And this indeed is a 21-point lead with 13 seconds shy of 5 minutes left in the game, and you would think that's just winning shape. That's great shape as sticks come out.
And they'll stretch him out and find out that they still need to place it on the 45. Just a first down.
Just by a snout.
So a first down for the Elkhorn Antlers, down by 21 here in the fourth quarter. 5:13 to play. They are in Crete territory.
Is it really pigskin?
Not anymore. Used to be.
Chad?
I don't know. I'm just still contemplating this whole running the ball on first down. Well, there we go. 21 late in the fourth quarter.
And now a toss out to Welty, and James Welty spins his way out to about the 30-yard line. A gain of 5 yards for Welty.
Those dinks and dunks are great, in the first and second quarter. But I tell you what, Clancy Shannon's chomping at the bit to take a shot here at the end zone. If you're going to lose this game as a competitor, Adrian, and you've been there, you at least want to go down swinging.
You bet. My old saying, Chad, is if you're going to be a Bear, be a Grizzly, right?
Exactly.
So go for it.
Exactly.
2nd down and 5. He'll drop to throw again. Tries to find Welty once again off the tip of his finger. James Welty was out there but couldn't quite haul it in.
Yeah, the ball thrown to the inside shoulder needs to be to the outside shoulder, as you see Welty making his way back to the huddle. Good coverage by Florendo here. Shannon going to take about a 3-step drop. Let her go. And Welty, just not a good opportunity at all to catch the football. The ball needs to be on the other side.
So 3rd down and 5 now. On the option, the pitch out to Martineau. Martineau out past the first down. He'll have the first and run down at about the 18, and he needed to get out of bounds there.
Yeah, great job by the defense to keep him inbounds too, because you just, you wonder sometimes what's going on in the mind down there. You got to save time and get out of bounds. Take it out of bounds right now. You've got that first down. Martineau's going to go out.
Well, I think we've all seen stranger things happen than, a touchdown onside, and now you're back to within 7. That's happened.
Yeah,
it's happened before.
It can. I mean, in the normal course of things, no, but anything untoward, sure.
Now back to pass again is Shannon, and Shannon out on the out route and can't find Palmquist. Palmquist diving for it. Incomplete pass.
Terrific coverage by Walkenfuss out there. That little guy has played well tonight. 5'10", 150 pounds. He had 4 passes broken up against Holdridge in the playoffs, and saw it right there. Sticking on the receiver right in his hip pocket all the way.
What that's written on his arm. Did you see that?
No, I did not.
Great big letters all over Walkenfuss's forearms. We'll have to check that out. 2nd down and 10 from the 17. The toss out to Bailey. Bailey breaks a couple of tackles and gets to about the 16-yard line. So very conservative are the Antlers here with about 3:45 left to go in the game and down by 21.
I'll tell you what, Larry, I don't know if I'm going to be able to stand it up here in the booth anymore. I totally respect Coach Wortman and his winning percentage, at an 85% clip, and talked about all the state championships. I don't know if he's trying to protect his guys and his quarterback in this situation, but as the senior on that team, you want him to take some chances here and at least give you a chance to get back in this ball game.
3rd down and 8, and the give to the fullback. Ryan Hawley with the carry. Hawley short of the first down. So will bring up a 4th.
Larry, the little guy with the spectacles and the engraving pen are working underneath the East Stadium right now, putting the name on the trophy. This one's in the books.
At the U.S. Open, this is where they're showing the carving of the trophy as he's walking up the 18th.
There's no Greg Norman in sight.
That's right. That's right.
I'll tell you what, this is kind of off track here, but as a Nebraska fan, this is kind of encouraging here to watch the second half as it's progressed. Our old style offense, we'd be caught in a lot of these situations if we ever did get down like an Elkhorn is here with a power rushing attack. You just don't have the ability to look over the top and create the needed plays in the passing game. Going to a West Coast offense, I think Coach Callahan and these coaches have given these players and given this program a glimpse of hope if you ever get down to create big plays in the passing game, like I said, in the second half, and make some comebacks, Adrian.
Yeah, exactly. Chad, no doubt about that. It really creates just a lot more in the way of avenues for an offense to perform and get the job done, and we've seen that happen.
Let's go down to the sideline to John Bishop. John.
You know, one of the things we really need to give a lot of credit to Crete for, this is a team that pretty much is undersized when you look at how they line up against Elkhorn in this game. A lot of big bodies for Elkhorn. I've noticed here in this fourth quarter alone, a lot of guys coming off, tapping the helmet, coming off the field. These Crete kids are very well conditioned. They do a lot of work in the weight room, and it is showing here in this second half. They are wearing down a bigger, conceivably more physical team, but not tonight. It's the Cardinals all the way.
4th down and 5 on the keeper. And he will not have enough for the first down. Shannon pulled down shy or right at the 10-yard line, about 2 yards shy of a first.
You know, guys, you take a look at the 3rd down conversions, 4th down conversions, and that has been the bane, one of the banes of Elkhorn tonight. They are just 3 for 10 in 3rd downs and now 0 for 2 in 4th downs, whereas Crete 7 for 15 on 3rd downs and 3 for 4. So they're 50% on 3rd down conversions, 75% on 4th down conversions. And man, that can tell a big tale in the football game, and it has here tonight. You couple that with the return yardage and the turnovers, and you got it.
6,377 in attendance tonight for this Class B state championship game. Another good crowd on hand. We've had good crowds all week, and that generally comes with good weather. As that'll be carried right up the middle by Wright. Just working on that clock now as the Cardinals tick closer to their 2nd state championship. The last one coming back in 2000. They made it back here the following year in 2001. Came up shy. I think that last championship back in 2000, that was in the Levi Mell days, if I'm not mistaken.
I think you're right, Larry. I remember that name well.
Levi and Garrett both playing for Crete, both terrific players. And I think it was Levi, who was the older of the 2 brothers, that won that championship. Well, if I'm wrong, I'll get calls.
Well, they'll stop the clock here. Crete, as they will win this football game, will complete a situation which happened at least as far back as we can track it, and since 1975. It'll be the first time since 1975 that a Lincoln team or an Omaha area metro team has not won a state championship in any of the classes across the board. So thank Ryan Bennett for that diligent work. And 154 away, Crete Cardinals.
Interesting stat.
Yeah.
Chuck McGinnis in his 8th season. I think his team just don't put it on the turf. Let's work the clock, run the clock, 3rd and 5.
I'll tell you what, this Crete team has had 2 very impressive wins to end this season. I mean, they pretty much slayed the 2 biggest dragons in Class B. You know, you shut down McCook on the road to get to the state championship, your first one since 2000, and then to turn around and beat a team as loaded as Elkhorn is. It's pretty impressive.
They have been on a roll. There's no doubt about that.
Make a point about the Hastings games after this play, guys.
You have right up the middle there, the number 24, Adam Cuss, the senior running back.
Chad, Larry, let me throw this at you. The Hastings, first game of the playoffs against Hastings, Crete played them. Crete turned the ball over 7 times. Now, what happens, Larry, Chad, what happens when you turn the ball over 7 times?
Well, obviously, go ahead, Larry.
You're down by 3 touchdowns?
Yeah, that's about right.
Yeah.
But,
especially when you couple that with getting beat in the special teams aspect.
Right. Yeah, but their defense held up, and Hastings only picked up 76 yards total on in the ball game, and really they stepped up and they won that ball game 28-10. Did Crete. And then against Holdridge, they won the game 42-17. Crete had a lead at the end of the 3rd quarter. They led the ball game 42-10. Again, the defense stepping up extremely well there. And then against McCook, a 28-7 win there. And that's when everybody's attention turned directly to Crete. Said, hey, this team really played well, because you stop a Jeff Gross coach football team with just 7 points and McCook coughing the ball up 3 times. That's a great effort, and you better be ready to go, man.
Well, you know, tonight Crete has done just a terrific job of bending but not breaking, because actually they've been outgained by Elkhorn in the game, 251 total yards to 249. But that scoreboard tells a bigger story. A 3-touchdown lead as that punt Kicked away. Palmquist will gather it in at about the 42, makes a couple of moves, and then he's drugged down at the 47-yard line after a return of 5. Well, if you'd like a DVD of this game or any of the state high school football or volleyball championships, please log on to netnebraska.org and click on Shop NET, or you can call 1-800-868-1868. Those memories and these state championship memories will certainly last forever. NET is Nebraska's home for sports.
And Larry, the other number to look at is return yardage for Crete tonight, about 172 yards in return yardage tonight. And of course, the touchdowns, or the touchdown that we saw earlier in the highlights, and throw that in there too. That all adds it up.
Absolutely. So Shannon under center, he will drop back to throw. On the out route, a nice diving grab by Palmquist. Palmquist makes the catch. Into Crete territory at about the 46. And now some urgency in the step of the Antlers.
Too little, too late.
Mm-hmm.
And I tell you what, Adrian, I know we're definitely going to be talking about Crete a lot down the stretch here, and rightfully so. But I'd like to tip my cap here to Trevor Gappa and Aaron Susi, who've just had tremendous games. Those two guys, I've been in their shoes before as a linebacker. You know, they made plays all over the field, and then you can stand there at the end of the game, you look up at that scoreboard and in defeat. And I tell you what, though, those guys played a heck of a game, and they definitely lived up to the billing.
They really did. Tremendous football players. You look at the number of tackles, their average tackles per game, extremely high. And, man, they're in about every play. And so you tip your hat to them. And both of these ball clubs, I mean, as we've talked about all through the course of the last 3 days, everybody that gets here deserves, you know, great congratulations. Someone wins, but there are no losers.
After the penalty, 2nd down and 7. Dropping back is Shannon. He looks downfield and has a wide open Welty, and Welty pulls it in, spins, can't keep his feet, but Welty down to about the 12-yard line.
I think that was the first double move I have seen by an Elkhorn receiver, if you can believe it or not, down 28-7 late into the 4th quarter. You think they'd have tried a few of those early on, but as we said, they were playing pretty conservatively here in the second half.
Good protection for the quarterback Shannon. Good concentration by Welty also. Got the ball on the proper shoulder that time. But again, just 56 left in the ball game.
And the clock ticking. And Shannon tosses back to Bailey. Bailey dips outside, and a gain of about 1.
That play right there pretty much paints the picture of the game right there. You saw, what was there, 5 or 6 Crete defenders there swarming to the ball once again, wrapping up the ball carrier and driving them to the turf for pretty much no gain. And that's kind of like we said, the story of the game here. Crete has just been awful tough on defense.
Travis Coffey is the tackler on that last play, the youngster in the ball game for the first few times here.
Shannon fires out. Intended for Palmquist. He can't pull it in, and now 12 seconds left on the clock.
Happy Crete Cardinal bench. And there goes the pseudo Gatorade bath.
That's right.
It's a little bit better than an ice bath. What is it, about 28 degrees now?
Well,
better him than us, huh?
Might freeze in the hair.
I'll tell you what, I'd take it for a state championship.
Absolutely.
I think that's the first time I've seen Chuck McGinnis smile. I know we were talking before the game. That guy's a pretty serious guy.
Shannon will go to the inside end zone this time, and Welty is there, grabs it, gets the foot down, and a touchdown, Elkhorn.
Nicely thrown, good route, and Welty there to pick up his 4th touchdown catch of the year. But you can just tell from that picture right there, from that body language right there, just not enough tonight.
That was an empty touchdown, was it not? Certainly looked like it. Extra point is up, and that is through, so that makes it 28-14, and probably 1 kick left in this game before Crete celebrates its 2nd state championship.
Shannon going to fade it up to Welty, and very well thrown. Nice catch. Nice catch. Just gets those. He has to have both feet in. Nice work by Welty, and Just ejection over there. But again, guys, Elkhorn Antlers, excellent year this year.
Well, a terrific season for Elkhorn, and coming into this game, certainly take a look at what they did in the playoffs, allowing only 10 points in 3 playoff games, including 2 shutouts. One of those shutouts coming against Beatrice. Just rolled Beatrice 35-0. I think that opened up a lot of eyes as to the way that this Elkhorn team was playing, which is why when they were down 21-7 at half, it was a surprise.
Yeah, Beatrice, in the rushing game in particular, Larry, Elkhorn rushed for 322 yards against Beatrice, and their defense just gave up 53 in that category. Tonight, Crete pretty evenly. Well, good balance in their offense. They rushed for 157, and they were 8 of 16 passing for 92 yards, and a touchdown mixed in with that.
You know, the other surprising thing about that Beatrice game is the last 17 minutes of that game was played with the continuous running clock because they were up by 35 points with 17 minutes left in the game. So it was a complete domination. It could have been worse than 35-0, and they were certainly on a roll coming into the state championship, which tells you a little bit about how well Crete is playing right now.
There's Chuck McGinnis again, still coaching.
To the very end, 5 seconds left in the game, and he's
There's another
coaching, smiling.
Smiling again.
Yep. So 1 snap. And Leverson will go in to take that snap. Leverson kneels, and that'll be the game.
Well, the stated underdog in this ball game, not the big team, not the fast team, but just a dedicated team tonight. They really stepped up, and Elkhorn, they'll think about this game for a while. And again, it will be a tremendous disappointment for a while, but that'll all pass, and they'll feel good about it. But boy, you tip your helmet to Crete, Chad, because you and I both know when you pull that stuff on every game, I don't care who you play, you can play the best team of the world or the worst team of the world, but you still better play your game every time you take the field. And I think Crete overachieved tonight, and maybe Elkhorn underachieved a little bit.
I think you're exactly right, Adrian. I'm a firm believer in athletes give you a chance to win the game, but when it all comes down to the nitty-gritty, it comes down to heart and determination and which players step up and make big plays. And I tell you what, this Crete team has just proven time and time again throughout the season that they're the tougher team on the field on a continual basis, and it's led them to another state championship.
So the final in the Class B state championship game, it's Crete winning the state title over Elkhorn. The final 28-14. We'll be back for the medal presentations.
Programming on NET television is provided in part by Education Quest Foundation. For over 20 years, Education Quest has provided free college planning resources to help students search colleges, search for scholarships, complete financial aid applications, and learn more about student loans. Education Quest is located in Kearney, Lincoln, and Omaha. Appointments available at 800-666-3721.
This program is brought to you by the Nebraska Soybean Checkoff. Soy biodiesel is a soy-based, clean-burning, renewable fuel that can be blended with petroleum diesel to reduce America's dependence on foreign oil. Soy biodiesel, making a difference for Nebraska's soybean farmers and you.
The headaches were changing my daily routine.
Migraines caused Karen to see a neurologist who recommended a prescription.
I didn't want the drugs, and that's when she said to start walking. And so I started walking, and I haven't had a headache since. I'm a lot healthier than I was, and I can accomplish a lot more because I feel better. I just let Blue Cross Blue Shield know that I was living proof that walking does work.
Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Nebraska.
The blues are good for you.
Hi, I'm Kevin Kugler, alongside my partner Adrian Fiala, inviting you to join us for our next edition of NET's Big Red Wrap-Up.
Kevin will recap the Nebraska-Colorado game, but our guest will be sports writer Lee Barftek from the Omaha World-Herald, plus all the latest recruiting news with rival Sean Callahan.
And be sure to vote in our sideline survey. What's the greatest Husker comeback of all time? Check us out at netnebraska.org. Join us Tuesday, November 28th, after the CU game for the next Big Red Wrap-Up, right here on NET, Nebraska's home for sports.
NET Sports coverage of the 2006 Nebraska State High School Football Championships are brought to you in part by the Nebraska Public Power District, always there when you need us. By the Nebraska Soybean Board, encouraging the use of renewable biodiesel fuels for a healthier environment. For information, nesoybean.unl.edu. By Blue Cross Blue Shield of Nebraska, the Blues are good for you. And by the Education Quest Foundation, improving access to college through scholarships, grants, and college planning services. Well, it was Cardinal domination as Crete wins it over Elkhorn, the final 28-14, and the Cardinals will take that Class B state championship 20 miles south of Lincoln home to Crete. For the medal presentations, let's go to the public address announcer, Rich Broderson.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Nebraska School Activities Association is honored to have medals and trophies for both of these outstanding teams. The award presentations will be made by NSAA Board of Control members Dr. Bob Resnicek from Omaha West Side, Dr. Brian Maher from Centennial, and U.S. Bank Representative Jeff Butterfield. Here are the awards for Class B runner-up Elkhorn High School. Will head coach Mark Wortman and your assistants please come to the sideline stage to present the silver medals to the members of your team. Players, as your name is called, please come forward to receive your medal. Number 1, James Welty. Number 2, Jared Brill. Number 3, Alex Palmquist. Number 4, Mike McSherry. Number 5, Samuel Stanley. Number 6, Jordan Dumke. Number 7, Clancy Shannon. Number 7, Trevor Roach. Number 8, Alexander Lamb. Number 9, Jake Long. Number 10, John McKinley. Number 11, Drew Sirik. Number 12, Ryan Cook. Number 14, Jake Anderson. Number 15, Brian Lamoli. Number 16, Ryan Morrissey. Number 17, Dylan Gotch. Number 18, Ryan Schenefelt. Number 20, Travis Bailey. Number 21, Jake Conley. Number 22, Michael Emerson. Number 23, Mike Messer. Number 24, CJ Van Morlingham. Number 25, Ryan Maloli. Number 27, Britton Hess. Number 30, Mitch Stanley. Number 31, Alex Metchke. Number 32, Ryan Hawley. Number 33, Ben Caldwell. Number 36, Ricky Marshall. Number 35, Kyle Backus. Number 37, Colin Martineau. Number 38, Matthew Lentz. Number 40, Tyler Work. Number 41, Jeff Balls. Number 42, Austin Sells. Number 44, Kevin Thompson. Number 45, Thomas Hammock. Number 46, Steven Cusimano. Number 47, Jeff Hansen. Number 50, Colin Piesinger. Number 51, Chad Sedaris. Number 52, Adam Munger. Number 53, Scott Oligmuller. Number 54, Dan Wogamot. Number 55, Quentin Quevedo. Number 56, Jake Wallingford. Number 57, Aaron Susi. Number 57, Nick Madden. Number 58, Travis O'Kane. Number 59, Drew Munger. Number 60, Trevor Gampa. Number 61, Andrew Wheeler. Number 62, Alex Jacobson. Number 63, Mike Mikulich. Number 64, Jake Sweetwood. Number 65, Jordan Zock. Number 67, Andy Kalina. Number 68, Josh Abraham. Number 69, Jake Holsworth. Number 69, Nate Frakes. Number 70, Ryan Nelson. Number 71, AJ White. Number 72, Guy Bauermeister. Number 73, Craig Butler. Number 74, Cody Thompson. Number 75, Andrew Frakes. Number 76, Ethan Posh. Number 78, Trevor Robinson. Number 79, Jeff Oatman. Number 80, Kel Fiken. Number 81, Tyler Oberempt. Number 82, Marty Olson. Number 83, Alex Smith. Number 84, Brandon Frakes. Number 85, Will McKechnie. Number 86, Curtis Smith. Number 87, Eric Christensen. Number 88, Spencer Long. Number 89, Chris Weekly. Number 90, Jake Novacek. Number 95, Eric Ritter. Number 96, Paul Blazik. And number 99, Corey Johnston. And now here is the 2006 Class B runner-up trophy. Congratulations, Elkhorn High School.
And congratulations on a terrific season to the Elkhorn Antlers. Finished the season coming into the state championship game at 12-0, finishing second in the state. And there's a lot of young talent on that squad, Aid. We're going to hear more from Elkhorn in the next couple of years.
You bet, a lot of talent, about double the size of most, as you look at almost close to double the size. But
yeah,
a lot of great talent. Mark Wortman is an excellent football coach, 27 years, and runner-up for the third time now. They just missed an 87 and 91 and now miss here. But great year for them, as we talked about earlier, and wish them all the very best. Wish the best to Mark and his staff, and hope to see him down the road in the playoffs again, and hopefully back here for the finals.
Well, they have just a terrific tradition. 7th time in the title game this year. They've won 4 state championships and 20 trips to the state title. Well, let's go back to the public address announcer, Rich Broderson. Rich.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, to the champions from Crete High School. First, head coach Chuck McGinnis, we have a special award for you. Now, coach, would you and your assistants hand out the gold medals to the members of your championship team? Players, as your name is called, please come forward to receive your medal. Number 10, Cody Walkenfuss. Number 11, Ethan Schunkweiler. Number 12, John Leverson. Number 14, Jeremy Brandt. Number 15, Adam Waterman. Number 16, Brandon Boyd. Number 17, Sung Chu. Number 18, Dylan Gamble. Number 19, Daniel Nguyen. Number 20, Nathan Paulson. Number 21, Jeffrey Jirovic. Number 22, Nicholas Wren. Number 23, Colin Blumker. Number 24, Adam Kuss. Number 25, Cameron Dubaugh. Number 30, Timothy Conway. Number 31, Travis Coffey. Number 32, Wade Olson. Number 33, Ryan Jacobson. Number 34, Joshua Walker. Number 35, Jesh Wright. Number 40, Marcus Smith. Number 42, Jonathan Lawnroth. Number 44, Trevor Florindo. Number 45, Garrett Reckling. Number 47, Derek Plummer. Number 49, Dakota Thiem. Number 50, Philip Olschlager. Number 52, Timothy Herman. Number 53, Kyle Mays. Number 54, Alex Seifert. Number 55, Brandon Smady. Number 56, Matthew Mattingly. Number 58, Jeffrey Castro. Number 60, Grant Cooper. Number 61, Han Chu. Number 62, Corey Toby. Number 63, Bobby Carnes. Number 64, Vincent Crete. Number 65, David Snodgrass. Number 66, Ethan Wooters. Number 67, James Coma. Number 68, David Anthony. Number 69, Tyler Shaven. Number 70, Shane Renner. Number 71, Mike DiNapoli. Number 73, Kyle Cockworth. Number 74, Skylar Brandt. Number 75, Tyler Farnbrook. Number 76, Lucas Fram. Number 77, Jeremy Small. Number 78, Luke Reeves. Number 79, Brandon Wagner. Number 80, Tyler Sims. Number 81, Tanner Thiem. Number 82, Blake Yost. Number 85, Kyron Henning. Number 86, Zachary Baker. Number 87, Joshua Wool. Number 88, Micah Marvin. And number 90, Wesley Gorington. And now, for these outstanding athletes and their school, here is the 2006 Class B State Football Championship Trophy. Congratulations, Crete High School.
And congratulations to the Cardinals taking home their second state championship in the, what is it, 2000s? Is that what
2000,
you said? In the 2000s. They won it in 2000, missed it in 01, and then they won it in 2006. So congratulations to the Cardinals.
Indeed, Larry, and nothing like the exuberance of a win and a state championship and just a resiliency of youth. And you love to see that happen there as the Crete puts the cap, that is, on a great football season. Congratulations to Chuck McGinnis, his staff, and everybody connected with that program. Good to see that happen, Chad.
Yeah, and you have to look no further than John Leverson. I believe he was involved in every touchdown, made some big plays on the defensive side of the ball. And, you quickly realize why Chuck McGinnis calls him the leader of this team.
Absolutely. And I guess finally, Larry, I just want to throw out the congratulations to all the champions this year. Dodge in D2 and Overton in D1. Wakefield in C2, Kearney in Class A.
Yeah, what a big win for Kearney, huh?
Yeah, tremendous win for Kearney. A double overtime win for Auburn that we had earlier today, and now here at Crete. And as we said earlier on, first time since records had kept that we were able to track, or that Ryan Bennett was able to track since 1975, that an Omaha or Lincoln metro area team has not won a state championship across the board.
What a great 6 days, and it's going to be a great night for Crete. Let's go down to John on the sideline with the state champs.
Well, Coach, this was indeed an impressive performance. We talked to you at halftime and how you guys mixed things up, but it seemed like the second half, it was your conditioning, it was your physical play that really won this game.
Yeah, I thought so, especially on defense and the offensive line. I thought our guys just stayed after it, and we talk about just getting up every play and keep coming back, and I thought they did. I thought they stayed after them.
John, it was your touchdown that really kind of iced the game in the second half.
Yeah, we knew coming out at the beginning of the second half, we needed a punch a quick score and really set the tone in the second half, and we need to do that to win the game. We did.
How's it feel? You were here, was it 6 years ago as a ball boy, and now you're experiencing it as a player. Tell us how it feels.
It's a little more special now that I'm a player, but it was fun then too.
Lucas, on defense, you guys were undersized compared to what Elkhorn had put up against you, but you just kept digging away and really slowed them down tonight.
Yeah, we practiced hard all week, and we were just determined. We were determined to not give up no matter what. We just wanted to go in and kick butt.
Well, you did that. You've won another state title for that school. Congratulations, gentlemen, and have a fun trip back home.
Thank you.
And congratulations to the Cardinals, the 2006 Class B state champs, and very proud community down there in Crete with some terrific people. And congratulations to everyone from the town of Crete, those who couldn't make it up here to the state championship, watching at home. What a terrific win for that community.
Absolutely, Larry. Again, you congratulate Chuck McGinnis. Knows how to celebrate. I'm sure there'll be a lot of celebration going on down in that great old Czech community of Crete, Nebraska. Yeah. I won't take it any further than that, but just to say congratulations to both of these ball clubs. Well done. Great effort this year, and carry on, and we hope to see you next year in the playoffs.
Well, if you'd like a DVD copy of tonight's state championship or any of the state championships or the state high school volleyball championships that were last week, log on to netnebraska.org, click on Shop NET. You can order a DVD, or you can give us a call at 800-868-1868 and order a DVD of any of the state high school football championships. NET is Nebraska's home for sports.
Special moment for the Crete Cardinal down there on the field. Chad, you played down on that field, and great memories on that field. And for some of these youngsters, it'll be the last time they're on that field, and probably for the majority, if not all of them. And special feeling on the big red end there.
You're right, Adrian. I tell you what, I had the chance, the special privilege to play down there as a senior in the Shrine Bowl. And much like Crete, we were the underdogs in that game. The other team had 8 or 9 Division I players to our 2 or 3. And I tell you what, we pulled it together like Crete, ended up winning the game. And I tell you what, that's one of the fondest memories I have in football. You just can't trade those high school memories. It's no matter how big a stadiums you play for in front of in college and all the great wins you get there. There's nothing better than a high school player being able to come to this stadium and win a big game.
Lasts a lifetime.
Well, that's a wrap, Adrian. Chad, thanks very much. Terrific job these 3 days of the state high school football championships. 6 champions crowned, and a terrific job by everyone. And thank you to everyone for watching over these last 3 days as we crown champions at all 6 Nebraska classes and brought it to you across the entire state of Nebraska. For Adrian Fiala, And Chad Severs, John Bishop down on the field, and the entire NET Sports production crew, thanks very much for joining us this week from Memorial Stadium. Until next time, so long.